Welcome in, everybody. Hey, it's KGB from the C Sports Network, guys and gals. That's right, the Pan HBS channel. Here we are for another NASCAR stream. Tonight we're going to be streaming the NASCAR Cup Series. What's up, everybody? What's up? So we're going to be doing the Cup Series. We did the Xfinity Series last night, and Friday night we dabbled in the Craftsman Truck Series. So yeah, tonight we'll have the Hollywood Casino 400. We'll be running, and we are going to be rooting for Chase Elliott. But unfortunately, during qualifying, Chase had some car issues, and he'll be starting at the very back of the pack. So it's going to be a tough one for him tonight. All right, so as many of you know, we go early. We go live early, 20 minutes. 20 minutes we go early on every stream. That way I have time to get all the doodads, the doohickeys, and the thingamajigers all working because, as you know, there's some things that have to be started after the stream starts. Yep. Like I always say. So yeah. So let's go ahead and let me get all that working. All right, go live. Be sure to get your chat votes in. Quick reminder. And yes, we are indeed in the playoffs. In the playoffs. Pop our chat out as well. All right, so we are good to roll with that. We got our count. Okay, so we should be ready to rock and roll. We just got to wait for other things to update here. All right, let's get the raw feed going. All right. Oops, wrong button. All right, there we go. There we go. So we got to wait for the cams, which is all right. Definitely okay. Okay. Hey, Bob. Hey, Mav. What's up? How you doing? Yeah, I know it, right, Bob? Gabe come in and said, "What do you think, KGB?" He says, "For clan they call me." Says, "What do you think of my Gabe's Rams versus Clan's Bears?" I'm like, I said we're gonna have to play pretty good to beat them, but I can't believe it, man. It's definitely not because of Caleb Williams, I'll tell you that. All right, so so put that on so we can look at this. Want to be able to check out the leaderboards. So welcome in, guys. Hey, Bob, cancel that Braves Mets game tomorrow. Yeah, all they need is one win. A win tonight, we clinch. We pretty much got it wrapped up. If we don't win tonight, we just need one win against the Mets. So, I mean, I shouldn't say we pretty much got it wrapped up. I mean, it's a good possibility we could still lose it. All right, so here we are with the leaderboard. Let's see, it doesn't want to let me scroll. I see. Okay. Well, listen there. There's Mr. Maverick from Maverick Sports. Stop in.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Stopped in before my stream. Figured I'd give you what's up. I did give you what's up in the chat, so I had to go check on the kiddos. What's up? But yeah, good luck on your stream, man. I know I'm doing the Braves game today as well, so I'm gonna do that last game of the season.
Gino,
welcome
what's
in,
up,
Gino.
brother? NASCAR streaming. Mav's got the Braves game about to be going online here in
a few
8
minutes. Yep, 8 minutes. So
but
look forward to it.
The race will be starting when he starts streaming. And
yep.
But he's going live 20 minutes early.
Yep. But it's the last game of the season. I figured I'd bring in. I know I said I was going to beat him, like me and the clan talked about last night. We were talking about about a month ago or so that I was going to be there at Truist Park for the last game of the season. Wrong. I'm here at the house.
It didn't work out for us. I mean,
yeah, it didn't work out, but hey, it is what it is. You can never always have what you want. So, hey, at least I got a computer. I'm able to stream. So, this is where I'm at.
Get to be around with good people in our lives.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, that's not no problem, Gino. Now, what do you think of the layout, bro? Like, my Cup Series is this light blue. My Xfinity Series theme is purple. And then the Truck Series is red. All doodadded up.
All doodad.
We even got our dancing chase fronting emoji, baby. That's right. Chase Elliott can move that ladder, baby.
Yeah.
Kansas, and they have the speed to go have a great run, Kim.
Well, Parker, Chase Elliott will start from the rear after the team had to change an engine overnight. However, they are not letting this setback derail their day. They told me there are two things that have kept them
Jesus
positive
says he
this
likes
weekend. First,
that your camera is now working.
Kansas is not as detrimental as it would
but it
be
keeps
at other
messing
racetracks.
up.
And second, this is a great track for
So,
Chase. He's a former winner.
And I had the same problem there too, there,
He's
Gino. He's not the only one. And I look when I bought my setup, I bought him the same setup. So him and I run the same microphone, the same webcam, same everything. So when he has an issue, I have an issue. If I got the issue, he's got an issue. So kind of work both hand in hand, I guess.
He's not giving me something in round one. I don't think there's a magic switch for this team.
You said earlier this kind of racing is fun for a driver. Can it also be frustrating? We saw about 5 feuds develop during the Xfinity race yesterday here.
Yeah, listen, it looked like a UN session out here. So many people arguing with each other. It was crazy. But yes,
it is what it is.
Because catching somebody and passing somebody are two totally different things. But when you pass him,
all right, well, I've got about 5 minutes till I go live.
5 minutes and counting.
Yeah, 5 minutes and 10 seconds.
Got him.
Let's get the engines cranked here in Kansas.
Got it.
Kansas Speedway. This is the
Kansas Speedway.
We've all been waiting for. Please welcome 2024 Olympic gold medalist in the women's long jump and Kansas State University assistant track coach Tara Davis-Woodhill, and 2024 Paralympic gold medalist in the men's T62 400-meter sprint, Hunter Woodhall.
It's a great day to be a NASCAR fan. It's a better day to be an American. Drivers,
Start your engine! Woo! Here we go, baby!
Good luck, everyone. Good luck to your stream, brother. I'm gonna hop down to the other channel. Good luck.
Oh, there it goes. Crashed out. All right, buddy.
All right, buddy. See you.
From this white line, now run with me all the way up this racetrack. You'll use every lane available, but the place you probably want to be the most is right here against this wall. But up here, there's a lot of risk. The difference between speed and maybe beating the wall could be maybe just an inch or inches right here on this white where you put your right front tire. That's what matters most. We'll see who's the bravest when we come back.
Give me a second here. I'm fixing my camera.
Simple shopping.
All right, so we are at commercial. All right, there we go. All right, so Kenneth, what's up, bro? Welcome in. Be sure to hit them thumbs up, everybody. Start the stream off right. We only got 6 likes. Yeah, I gotta get it set up to be able to go through and do the leaderboards and whatnot. We'll get better. We'll get better at the stream here. Let's go 9. That's right, baby. All right, we are back to the track, back to Kansas Speedway. He's going to have a tough one, though, Kenneth. He's starting all the way behind, bud.
Oh, my goodness. The round of 12 begins right here in the heartland.
Some guys have no respect.
A different kind of dust up.
Well, don't record city. I thought he was better than that.
Different roar through the prairie. But there's still a kind of destiny at stake.
Kansas demands discipline. It takes teamwork. Endure, and it will reveal its reward.
We've seen with the trucks and the Xfinity cars, this track could be treacherous.
The deal has only just begun.
Slip and slide all around.
The round of 12 kicks off here at Kansas Speedway.
Here we go, baby. Cars are heading out.
Just 3 inches determine the winner here in May after 400 miles of racing. Turns out that was the difference in keeping Chris Buescher out of the playoffs. Could something like that today take away a championship shot for one of 12 drivers? That's how competitive and tight the racing is at Kansas Speedway. The last 3 races have been decided.
Execution is paramount to success.
NBC Sports welcomes you to the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs from Kansas Speedway. This is the Hollywood Casino 400, and it is a beautiful blue sky, 79-degree day here in Kansas, and we're ready to go racing. Hi, folks. Lee Diffie along with Steve Letarte, Jeff Burton. Jeff, NASCAR's been racing here for almost a quarter of a century. You raced here. What do you make of this place? Stark contrast to last week at Bristol. What's this place like?
I love this racetrack, and why do I like it? Because of the excitement we see on the racetrack. Think about it, record-breaking finishes, an incredible amount of lead changes, and on top of that, from a driver standpoint, this place.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
You have to lay it all on the line if you're going to make lap time.
Be sure to hit that thumbs up, baby.
You cross the line, you hit the wall, your day could be over.
We're about to get racing.
A little more attention. It's the first race in the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah, so squish all that into the playoffs. What does that mean for the competitors? Well, let's take a look. They've been
Thank you, buddy.
This is now the thing.
Thanks, Dino. Sorry, I just seen your chat.
They're gone. Currently,
I was working on setting a page up.
Below that cut line, Larson above. But as Jeff pointed out,
that'd be nice, Kenneth.
Opportunity ahead, a win, and you advance,
sure.
takes all the pressure off. But around every corner, there's a potential.
But you know, coming from the very back of the pack, I don't know, man. He's got a tough one ahead of him.
See both sides of Kansas Speedway today.
Just think about the first race in the round of 16. Two guys who are still in the playoffs, Kyle Larson, Chase Briscoe, they were bounced out with that big crash. As we take you to the starting lineup, and Christopher Bell, 1, 2, 3 in a row, 3 consecutive pole positions here at Kansas Speedway.
Mostly playoff drivers, but not all playoff drivers. Ty Gibbs eliminated. He'll start on the front row. And how about Kyle Busch looking for that 20-year-in-a-row win, trying to keep that streak alive.
Go deeper in the field, a lot of talent. See,
just getting things ready
trying to work
when we get the battle cams going.
Who else catches your eye there? Brad Keselowski a little further back than where he would like to be.
Driver swap with Haley and LaJoy. That'll be something to follow along. And then there he is, all the way at the back after an engine change. The 9 of Chase Elliott will start in row 19. The pressure on for a playoff driver early. Lap 1, corner 1.
We are almost ready to go racing here in Kansas, but before we do, one last check-in. Marty Snyder, kick it off.
Diff, Daniel Suarez barely squeaked his way into the second round of the playoffs, and while a lot of teams are dreading this round, Suarez told me he welcomes it. As he said, our drafting track program has been very good.
Got Bell, Christopher Bell leading the pack.
As well. Today at Kansas,
if we
can just be solid,
car number 1,
points,
Ty Gibbs,
like we started round 1,
running
like
second, Kyle Busch running third,
the 48 team, Marty.
Tyler Reddick will be running 4th, Jerry Logano
in the first round
running 5th. Those are your top 5 runners.
It's not a fluke. This is the performance they're
we'll have William
this round as well.
William Byron
example of that. They qualified 12th.
running 6th.
That was their worst qualifying performance in the playoffs.
Ryan Blaney
they seem to be a top 10 car week in, week out.
Denny Hamlin running 8th.
This round of 12 with a different pick the 14 team switch.
Chase Briscoe running 9th. Daniel
Chase's new crew has shown more
Suarez
consistency in the team
running 10th. Those are your top 10 runners, guys and gals.
Championship. Chase told me it's a tough situation for everyone.
Who is your driver?
He texts every single
Who's your favorite driver?
on his old crew to let them know they are still very
sure to
much
get your
a
chat
part of
votes
this
in,
team.
guys. If your
SHR
driver's not
organization
listed,
is all in to do whatever
be sure to
is necessary
hit
to
that
win
other
title.
driver and throw it down in the chat. Let me know.
And leading the field.
Touchdown Bears. All right, Bob.
XSE,
Go Bears.
Pace car for today's playoffs. And if you caught a quick glimpse, yes, your eyes weren't deceiving you.
Go Bears.
25 NASCAR Hall of
Go
Fame
Bears.
inductee, Carl Edwards. And do you remember this, fellas, back in 2008?
Oh, I remember it very well. A lot of drivers now have figured out how to make this happen. Carl was one of the first guys to try it. Just simply overdrove the car and got it in the wall, stood in the gas. Jimmy Johnson had a great counter to it and ended up winning the race, but it showed you the desire and dedication that Carl Edwards had to win in races.
I'll tell you, I saw Carl down on the grid. I think he could still jump in one. I mean, he looks physically fit, energized, and was ready to go. These will be the slowest laps.
All right, we're getting closer to green, baby. We got 267 laps.
Got a really wonderful reception when he
400 miles.
Introduced to the crowd.
I think it's something like that.
Fans to get up close and still be
hey, Jared, how you doing, buddy?
Photographs and pictures with Carl Edwards.
Yeah, I see that. Bob told me they just scored again.
About this.
That's
Hollywood
awesome.
Casino 400 here at Kansas. What are the important numbers, Steve?
Well, it's anything but straightforward. 267 total laps.
400 miles, 267 laps.
85. The final stage, 102 laps. Fuel, I'm guessing around 70
Stage
laps.
1, 80
Drivers
laps.
will do,
Stage
so a pit
2,
stop is required in all
85.
3 stages. We see a
Final
lot of
stage will be
green flag pit
102
stops here.
laps.
You know, it couldn't be a tricky pit road entry. We'll have to see which playoff drivers do it correctly.
Ooh-ah. Sorry about the yawn, guys. Still didn't sleep very well last night.
And we'll start
Super excited to.
the 54 of Ty Gibbs, Marty.
Is he?
Yeah,
Because I watched the game up until 140 my time. He just was not looking very good.
And then they qualified second. So you have to wonder, now that they're out of the playoffs and that pressure is off Ty Gibbs.
He had a lot of overthrown balls and just
today here in America's Heartland, Parker.
not playing well.
For Joey Logano on the 22 team. I had an interesting conversation with Paul Wolf, the crew chief on that 22 car, about this round. He said, look, we really view this round as just not making mistakes. We feel like being +4 right now, we don't have that sort of way or leeway there.
I think the Rams, I think they got some talent there for
good
sure.
races, which I asked, what is that? He said top 10 races. We feel like we will advance to the next round. That's what they're hoping to do here. They will be starting from the 5th position here today, Kim.
All right, we're
All right,
working our way towards the start of this Hollywood Casino 400 at Kansas Speedway. Beautiful day here, as we mentioned. Blue sky day, couldn't be better. Nice crowd in attendance, and we're ready to continue the 2024 playoffs. First race in the round of 12. Remember how dramatically Atlanta started the playoffs for us. After those 2 epic races in Daytona and Darlington leading into them to set the playoffs up. Well, 4 drivers have been eliminated. And this is the beginning of the next phase, the next stage. How will today fare for the playoff 12? And you've got that Ream Toyota of Christopher Bell leading the field to green. It's time to bring the action here in Kansas. Let's go. Let's get the next phase of the
All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. We are green. We're green. Let's go, boys. Woo, here we go. 4 wide.
Briscoe looking for an early inside.
We're in the first corner.
Couldn't quite get it done.
Oh, we got a wreck already. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 or 5 cars involved. We have them spinning around.
As well, Ty Dillon, we saw him spinning around.
We are under caution. We aren't even a half a lap into it.
Through the mess. Remember, he was back there as well. Because of that required engine change, I think he was fortunate enough to sneak through. There's Chase.
There's Chase. He made it through.
But that had to have the hearts racing of the fans for Chase Elliott and for sure the crew. Let's see what happens, Jeff. It's always crazy. 2, 3, 4 wide in the back.
Who got
There is
loose?
down on that low side. Look at Ty Dillon. Busher checks up. Harrison Burton was in the middle there as well, and Jimmy Johnson making contact with Ty Dillon.
Yeah, it looked like the 9 of Chase Elliott gaining some spots on the outside and then 4 wide on corner exit. It's just narrow. It seems like
Chase hit the wall.
Angle, but the 21 was to the right of the 16.
He had to take the wall to avoid it.
There was a car to the left, and it looked like they
Damn it.
converged onto the 16.
Our boy's getting damaged up already.
Slow, right in front of this. Kind of checked everybody up.
You know what that is? That's a restart wreck. That's a restart wreck at Kansas. We're going to see this time and time again.
Yeah, the Chase Elliott gets in the wall. Wonder how much damage it is, and it's always worrisome when you start in the back.
Already. Can you believe it? Half a lap into it.
4 wide. Elliott goes around the outside, and this is where things start to go sideways.
See, Busher slows down there.
Busher's slowing down, forced Chase into the wall.
The 21 came down, but either way, contact. Here you go. This would be a great shot.
Yeah, I'm not sure the cause. Well, we know the cause. And it's contact between the 16, the 21, and the 4. And either way, this is the result. 84 Jimmy Johnson.
We're gonna go to battle cam here.
Damage.
We got guys into the pits.
Exciting for the 9.
Lap 1.
Yeah, the right side. You know, I mean, enough damage that maybe I would come down pit road and take a look at it. No reason not to where he is in the running order.
Chase created a nice avenue and alley, too, for Todd Gilliland, who was tucked in behind him. You may have noticed that. He followed him straight down the wall.
You know, if you ask yourself why so aggressive so early, Jeff, I think that's the mindset that's required, to be honest. I don't think you could just give up the first restart. You know, 20 years ago, I think most people
We're going to go ahead and ride along with
and
Chase.
kind of figured it out. But these races, when we talk track position, we don't mean 5th to 8th. We mean every position in the field is so highly contested, you have to be aggressive.
You see damage. That's just today's racing. You mentioned it. You got to go hard right out the bat.
Put a bet on Larson to win. Okay.
Talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it was right rear only, but it never, like, totally straightened me out, you know, so it was pretty light. My wheel has not moved.
So that's some positivity coming out of the 9. And it's kind of forming a bit of a trend here over the last handful or so of races at Kansas Speedway. That is an early caution. Lucky escape for the 9, not so much for Ty Dillon, Josh Berry and others.
Riding along with Chase. We'll have to wait for the still getting the themes all worked out too, everybody, so please bear with that. All right. Let's check and see if we're back yet. Not yet. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit that thumbs up. We're currently on caution. We didn't even get a half a lap before we had a wreck in the back. Our number 9 survived it, so that's good news. All right, let's go to battle cam.
Just moves up the racetrack.
That's what happens. I think the 16
we're
believes
back.
the 21 might be able to pull up in front of the 9 or doesn't know the 9's back there. But, I mean, either way, the result's the same. We're going to see this all day long, and I'm more shocked, Diff, the times that it works, because that's a standard restart. There was nothing special about that. That's Kansas. 4 wide will be nearly every restart off turn 2. It's amazing to me how well the drivers get through there most of the time. This time.
All right, so we're 6 laps into stage 1. So we got a total of 74 laps left in stage 1.
Prioritize track position to get out and get clean. And by the way, just over the course of today, keep an eye on Kyle Busch. You see the 8 sitting there on the second row, tucked in behind.
Yeah, as you can see,
Could this be the day that Kyle
battle
Busch
count is ahead of the
race
my video
stream? He
stream
sure
for
has
sure.
got close over the last few races. We'll see what today has in store for the man who's won multiple times here at Kansas Speedway. Take 2. Let's see if we can get some laps under green. Here we go.
We are green. Let's go racing, boys.
Ty Gibbs gets a good restart. So too did Tyler Reddick. Ryan Blaney, that white hooded car, 3 wide in the middle. Stack up back in the middle. You see the 5 and
So we got Bell. Oh, Gibbs just took over first from Bell.
Right in the middle of Hocevar. Goes right past
Goes
his
Bell,
teammate,
Gibbs,
Shane
Busch,
Smith,
Reddick,
tucked in behind
Byron,
Chase
Logano,
Briscoe.
Blaney, Perez, Hamlin,
Nothing sorted out
and
on
Bowman
the
here. Top 10.
Jokic Racing Toyota teammates. Ty Gibbs and Christopher Bell.
Ty Gibbs with the advantage right here. It's a little bit tight on corner.
Chase Elliott now running 30th.
There is a healthy dose of frustration inside that 54. Ty Gibbs was annoyed, flat out annoyed, the way that things went the way they did at Bristol last week. He served a penalty, staged a good comeback, but it wasn't enough to get him to transfer to the round of 12 in these playoffs. So now it's about wins. Now it's going on the attack. Try and get that career Cup first win, Jeff.
Yeah, it's so important. They've been so close. They're capable of winning.
Bell, Gibbs, Reddick,
Christopher Bell getting
Busch,
the lead.
Logano, Byron,
So many
Blaney,
times he
Perez,
set the
Hamlin,
pole,
and
but has
Bowman.
not ended up with
Top
the lead
10.
early in the race. Today he did. Now he controls it.
Bottom of the screen.
Here
You want
comes
to talk
Chase,
about depth of
moving up.
field. There were past years where Chase Elliott would just slice through the field, drive right up into the top 20. Here he is still in 30th, and it is an absolute battle. Chris Buescher, one of the drivers that was in that photo finish in the spring, right to his outside. You see clearing the 9, as now Briscoe and Bubba Wallace up top, side by side.
If you weren't with us for Countdown to Green, that photo finish that Steve was referring to, 1,000th of a second. Larson over Buescher, the closest NASCAR Cup Series finish ever. Earlier this year, what kind of a finish are we going to get today has been a common question.
Bell, Gibbs, Reddick, Busch, Byron, your top 5.
In that Valvoline Chevrolet, the Hendrick Motorsports is making good.
Reddick
room.
running 192 mile an hour.
In practice, this is kind of known as a Toyota track. You see Hamlin run well
On
there,
board with
23
Logano.
cars. But this man, on board with Joey Logano with his Hunt Brothers pizza camera, I thought both Logano and Blaney, from my expectations, from the studying we did, looking back at past film here in Kansas, I think Logano and Blaney have better cars than I expected this weekend.
Yeah, I thought Blaney he was my pick today.
Welcome in, everybody. I
Tons of
appreciate you
speed
stopping
in
in. Hey, if you haven't done so,
well.
be sure to hit that thumbs up for us, guys.
There's a lot of racing to go between now and the end of this race.
On board, Alex Bowman.
I'm taking a consensus.
Standout, really, as far
How
as
well do you guys
consistency.
like the NASCAR stuff?
The first phase of the playoffs for the
Do I
round of 16.
continue
He
it?
had a
And I'm going to
really
look a lot
consistent
towards how many likes and stuff I've
first
got.
3 races, Steve.
The numbers say it.
So please,
I
if
feel
you like
he's
it and you
still
want to see
driving with
more,
a little bit
hit
of
that
chip on
thumbs
his
up.
shoulder that his job was in question. And I
Hey, Lane.
appreciate
But
it.
that's a good thing.
I love it.
Thank you,
Because
ma'am.
I think that's going to be the goal. We talked about how do you advance out of this round. Before we get about
Well, thank you.
It's rinse and repeat. They scored 120 points in 3 races. Scored points in every single stage. All Atlanta, Glen, and Bristol. You see the last 3 finishes. The 18th of Watkins Glen doesn't look good, but remember, Jeff, you and I talk about this. It's how many points you score, just not where you finish. If you have great stage finishes, that takes away issues. Chase Elliott continues to battle.
Yeah, it's a great battle right here. You can see how difficult it is. Steve, you did a great job of explaining it. The competition is so tight today. It is hard to get from the back of the pack to the front. And this racetrack, although it's wide, when drivers can get up by the wall and start making that work, it makes it very difficult to complete that pass at the bottom.
These two are helping each other, these two being Chase Elliott and Todd Gilliland. Todd started behind Chase, got by him, 3 wide here, Chastain up near the wall. Check this out, Martin Truex in the middle and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. But going back to Gilliland and Elliott, they're dragging each other forward. Elliott is up 13 position from the drop of the green. Gilliland up 6. That's great progress.
Well, Chase Elliott on the bottom. He is That's like a little, you know, just small wins. You've now ran down a playoff driver going by quite easily.
Yeah, Briscoe, he struggled in practice yesterday, qualified 9th, which I thought was an incredible job of qualifying based on the speed they had in practice. And since the start of this race, he has lost 16 spots.
All right, so we got Bell, Gibbs, Riddick, Byron, and Logano. Now your top 5. Followed up by Hamlin, Busch, Blaney, Bowman, and
effort. Crew Chief Richard Boswell told me they outkicked their coverage with that qualifying. This typically isn't Chase's best racetrack, and to add to that, yesterday he was missing.
Hey, how you doing, Dreamweaver John?
And with comfort comes speed,
my friend.
it also affects confidence. So right now, the handling's still not to where Chase likes it.
All right, so Perez is now Larson moving up into the top 10.
Well, in this first race of the round of 12. Check this out. We showed you earlier the 3 wide. Truex in the middle. Truex just scuffs the side there.
And almost at the same time, Chase Briscoe, I'm sorry, the one, Ross Chastain had his hand out the window, like signaling, like he knew it was coming.
Take it easy on me. Here's Chastain's teammate on the low line in that.
Larson running 10th.
None of that aqua color of Daniel Suarez. He's on the rebound. It was a nail-biting, nerve-wracking end to Bristol last weekend, but he had enough. He had enough points from earlier in the playoffs to help get him through. Just
playoffs, Bell leading the race.
Reddick
with plus 45, Larson plus 43, Byron plus 36, Blaney plus 24, Logano plus 23, Hamlin plus 23, and Bowman plus 4. Wow, Cindric is minus 4, Perez minus 7, Chase Elliott minus 10, and Briscoe minus 22.
Here's Marty, what you got?
Well, Lee, Jeff mentioned it just a moment ago. So far, goal accomplished for Christopher Bell on the pole, trying to, for the
Bell,
first
Gibbs,
time,
Reddick,
Marty, we got issues.
Byron, and Logano.
Oh my goodness.
Top 5.
Remember what happened in Atlanta? The 5
Oh!
crashed out in spectacular style in the first race.
Larson, did he just hit the wall?
Now
Yep.
the number 1 seed, Kyle Larson,
We are
who
under.
dominated last weekend in Bristol, has issues in the first race of a new round. Carson Hocevar right behind. Kyle goes up high, but something's already happened.
Oh, something.
He had a tire down. Right rear tire went down.
Something
you can see
happened.
it sparking, hitting the racetrack, Steve.
You see the right rear, you see the
oh,
dust. What that is
something happened in the rear end, and it swirled him out, and he smoked into the wall sideways from the rear end, and then scraped down the wall for a while.
You could hear the tire pop. You could hear the flat tire hitting the wheel well. Actually, pretty fortunate he was running the top because he kind of half spins and the wall catches him. I'm sure there's slight damage, but if he's running the bottom of the racetrack, that's probably day over for the 5 car.
That is exactly right, Steve. Watch right here. When the tire fails, the car sets down, the right rear comes around, touches the wall, right front comes and
Touchdown
touches
Bears
the wall.
again,
He's
huh?
in the middle
Go
of the racetrack
Bears,
from the
baby!
bottom. That car spins and makes major contact. And his day, Marty, would have been over for sure.
Boy, Jeff, this is how the Cup Series runs. 1 week you're dominating with one of the most
Unfortunately, man, Larson
week,
was
in
in
the
10th
wall
position and
stage 1. The
now
one
had to
important thing
pit.
that
So
Kyle Larson told Cliff Daniels, Steve, is he said, I feel like that my
it's going to be a little rough for him today. Oh yeah, blew that tire
and
bad.
I feel like my steering is fairly close. And Cliff Daniels now just saying over the radio, it appears as though we ran over debris in the right rear because Cliff was able to spot a hole in the right rear. We'll diagnose that a little bit further.
Well, it doesn't make it any better, but if it's an obvious cut, that makes me feel better as a crew chief that there isn't a setup issue or an air pressure issue. I mean, it doesn't, you know, take away the flat tire, take away the potential damage.
Looks like Larson's coming in again.
Let's just focus on getting the car back to as pristine as possible. We don't think we have a long-standing issue.
Well, I mentioned about history kind of repeating. Let's take you back to the first race of the playoffs. Just a few weeks ago in Atlanta, this happened.
Yeah, major impact. You think about Kyle Larson.
That's right, baby. 24-15.
But that was the only race in the playoffs.
That is awesome.
He hasn't had some kind of problem.
That's right. This was lap 56, and it took out Chase Briscoe as well. Larson finished second last, Briscoe last in Atlanta, and these two guys are still here in the playoffs in the round of 12.
And as we see the repairs continue on the 5, I expect pit road to be open this time. And with 60 laps to go in this stage, I expect the whole field, the entire field, to come down pit road.
Still here, Miss Lane?
Fuel. I think they
would you pop over and say hey to Nav over there? He's
you
streaming the Braves game for you.
Point to the end of the stage with a stop here.
And here they come. Right on point.
Gino was in earlier. I don't know if Mr. Gene's still here.
Right, a very busy pit road here for Joe Logano, who was qualified in the 5th position. And
all right, so we got several cars now pitting.
Stability into turn
22.
He'll do 4 Goodyear tires of Sunoco fuel.
Your 22 Pennzoil car taking some tires. Number 24 Valvoline in taking tires. Number 45 car, the number 20. Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, and William Byron all in.
What a quick stop for Tyler Reddick and his race team, who said he feels like he's
nice. Christopher Bell with a nice 9.0 stop. Joey Logano with a 9.4.
To this point, but did they win the race off pit road? They did, Diff.
There you see the race off pit road and the important numbers. And this is why we're under caution for the second time.
We are still under caution. We are 21 laps in, done of 246 laps.
That's my team out there.
If our network...
Not sure why Larson keeps coming into the pits again. He must just be doing repairs. Seeing if he needs anything else. I don't know. They're definitely looking at the car. They're looking at the rear right tire. Now they're pulling it, and they are working on something up in there. Under the hood, too. Rear tire going back on. Car's back on the ground, and here he goes. I'd say Larson is going to start at the back of the pack. Two cautions already. We're 23 laps into it.
Newsletter to stay up to speed on all the latest from the track and get your chance to win 2 tickets
to
a race next year in the 2025 series. Just scan the QR code you see on your screen or head to NASCAR.com/race ticket promo to enter. I want to say thanks to Traveller Whiskey bringing us this aerial coverage. Less than half an hour away is downtown Kansas City. It brings us right here, right into the center of your screen. Kansas Speedway under caution. Let's get some updates from pit road. Marty, you're up first.
Lee wanted to show you the cut in the right rear for Kyle Larson. There is the cut, as Steve said. Probably makes Cliff Daniels feel a little bit better, but that's the cut, and that's why the tire went down. In terms of the steering, it is still straight for Kyle Larson. Said he felt a little bit of a vibration. They checked everything on the right rear suspension, though, Parker, and signed off that it should be okay. We'll find out when he gets to speed.
Right, Marty, and for Ryan Blaney, he had a bit of a slow stop there, came inside the top 10, exit outside inside the top 10. They had trouble in the left rear and also accelerating out of the pit box. He said it's very slippery, and I actually experienced that yesterday in the Xfinity race. These are very slippery pit boxes for keeping up with that throughout the day.
All right, everybody, reset and refocused, ready to go again. As Steve said, they're topped up nicely on fuel. If they want to, and if it pans out this way, they can go all the way to the end of the stage with 56 to go when they cross the line this time. Time to go. Let's go.
All right, so we got 24.
All day long. Here we go.
24 laps finished. Here we go. We are greenlit, boys. Let's go racing.
Immediately on the attack in the 22. Great move, Joey Logano. Straight to the
Joey
front.
Logano jumping out front. Bell second. Gibbs third. Hamlin fourth. Byron fifth. Reddick sixth. Bowman seventh. Suarez eighth.
Denny Hamlin down on the low line. Tyler Reddick up on his high side. What's going to work out best today here in Kansas? Bush with
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
And then Justin Haley with his new ride.
I went to
The
go
7th
log in,
Challenge
and
car,
it
returning
wanted me to
Sligo
verify the
Motorsports.
email for the
In the
3B,
draft of Martin Truex Jr.
or the MLB
He started his Cup
3D
career
Interactive
inspired, raced
now.
35 times for the organization.
So I sent a verification
And in that
email
seat swap with
to
Corey
the
LaJoie,
email.
Corey headed to Rick Ware.
I don't remember what email I used.
McLean HBO 2005.
Chastain finally get organized, but they've been 3 wide a couple
Give me a minute.
times today.
Yep.
You mentioned Justin Haley.
I'm down without the
Well,
interactive
interesting
right now.
how he runs in this 7 car, returning to Spire. I think he's has a promising upside to him. I think there's a lot of owners and other teams interested to see what this change looks like for the driver of the 7.
Jeff, what does the day and what does the rest of this season look like now for Martin Truex Jr. in the 19 seats? How there's no more playoff pressure, there's no more playoff picture. What does that look like? Just go and enjoy your racing and try and get that win in your final season?
Yeah, well, look, he loves the race. That's why he's still here. But it's certainly last week, making the mistake that he made, which contributed to them not making the next round of the playoffs. That hurts, and that's something you got to put behind you. But yeah, you got to stay hungry.
Try it again. Try to log in.
Celebration.
Yeah, I just failed the pitch.
What he's done.
Huh?
A little bit of time for his team.
It's failed the
They're
pitch.
going to try to win races.
Hamlin and Reddick. Reddick, who's one of the
Say
top
that again now.
seeds in this round of 12,
Failed the
is coming
pitch.
off a 27th and 20th place finish. That just
Yeah,
sounds
try to log in
highly
again.
unusual for Tyler Reddick, one of the best.
It won't
in the
let me
NASCAR
log
Cup
in.
Series. And he's using today at a track where he has won before, this race a year ago, as the re-ignition point.
On my end, it says enter
just to get his
email
players
address
back on
for your
track
MLB
and
account.
What he would like to do.
I've got the address.
Gibbs is fending off
I hit
William Byron. This is
continue,
a great race.
and it says verify account with email or verify
I
account
think
with
this is
password.
the type of run that a lot of people are looking for out of the 24 car. This car won 3 of the first 8 races, came out of the box so unbelievably fast to start the year, but then it just quieted down over the summer. They've had a few runs they can look back to, but not that early year form. Here he is taking the second position for Ty Gibbs.
All right, well, I'm going to have to log in.
This too is an important race for William Byron and the 24 team at Hendrick Motorsports, just looking for that playoff spark, just to jump out a little bit and say, yeah, that's a
All right, everybody, just bear with me here while I get this straightened out. Bear with me.
With thanks to Hunt Brothers Pizza, from Joey Logano's car to Tyler Reddick.
No, we're getting it updated, so bear with me. I'll be right back.
Good battle right here. We mentioned Blaney lost 7 spots on that restarts, went back to 14th, battling Bowman for 7th. Good forward momentum. His teammate Austin Cindric, also a playoff driver, he's gained 5 spots. Somebody that hasn't gained any spots, Kyle Larson in the back. We saw the problem
underneath. It's not going over the outside of the car like in previous conditions. So while we can't see, you have to imagine when that tire goes flat, when it damages, and those vertical strakes, that diffuser, when it drags on the racetrack, that takes performance out of this 5.
Let's not lose sight of the fact that at Hendrick Motorsports, all 4 cars from HMS
Get out of that page.
in these playoffs. There's the 48 of Alex Bowman. We were talking about him. He's the only playoffs driver who never had an issue.
And you're sure the
in
stream
first
can't
round
see
the
none of
playoffs.
that?
In the round of 16, talking with Blake Harris,
What's your
Yeah, they
cover?
cannot
What's
see
your
it.
cover?
chief engineer yesterday, and I asked them, I was like, how is
And
this
it's
happening?
not
Why
on.
is this run happening now? And they said, well, it's kind
Black
of
right now.
reminiscent of what we had earlier in the year in May and June, which led us to win in Chicago. We feel like we're executing that way, and we feel like we're in a good spot. Yes, Alex is outside the
Have it on
front line at the moment,
Firefox.
coming into this round of 12, but they feel, Steve, that they're in a really good spot.
Well, there's no reason not to. I mean, what this 48 did in that first round, right? Everyone's supposed to step up in the playoffs, and they probably took the biggest step. So they're one of these teams that I wonder what the reset does to them, Parker. Remember, 120 points scored, such a huge gap at the end of the first round.
Ernie, I have to log into my fucking account for you to do it. They send the email that has the join button on it.
They started in 12th and they have been
Relax.
towards the top 5. Alex is very happy with the handling of that race car right now. This 48 is just doing what the 48 has done in this 2024 playoffs, which is rise up and have the speed to compete, Kim.
And his teammate William Byron riding in the 2nd position. This is a great
damn it.
car. They were top of the board, consecutive 10-lap speed in practice. Prudy Bugle told me one of the goals for the playoffs was earn more stage points. Stage points and stage wins was one of their weaknesses over the regular season. They have upped their game, Marty, now in position to grab a bunch of stage points with 44 to go in stage 1.
Kim, to Jeff's point, Kyle Larson has gone nowhere. He finally was able to pass one car. He's up to 31st, but interesting radio transmission from Cliff Daniels to Kyle Larson before this run started. Listen in.
The debris that caused the flat, because some of your diffuser has a missing section. If anything, you can be a little looser here. I do think the tire was going down over that run. Looking at your steering and throttle, I can tell the car was loose. I do think it was a slow leak on the tire. So take it for what it is right now. We'll just keep marching our way forward, and we'll do the best we can to improve on it.
So, Steve, the important part of that from Cliff Daniels is he thought it was a slow leak on the tire. So how would that maybe affect the changes that Cliff Daniels would make to the car when it's a slow leak versus going all at once?
Well, if it's a slow
You gotta
leak, it's
resend it.
obviously affected how the car drove in that first run. So all the feedback that Kyle Larson gave you, I think you're going to have to just throw out the window. The bigger concern for me for the 5 is just the overall pace right now.
Resend it.
You know, he's a solid half a second, 3/4 of a second off what I think this 5 can do. Now,
Hold
I
on.
think he can make improvements, but you just wonder how much potential, Jim, has been taken out of this car with the damage.
Hey, go back to that.
That some of that stuff is very difficult to fix when they ever get that speed back.
How about Eric Jones? Up high, too high, in the wall, and he was forced to come to pit road.
Did it freeze up?
No?
Look at that
Yeah, I did.
breakfast burrito. Fresh ground eggs, seasoned potatoes, sausage. Gotta hand it to the tortilla. That sucker's holding on for dear life. The boss of breakfast, gotta be Wendy's.
Einstein, optimize for cat-loving pickleballers.
The Einstein AI. Everyone's an Einstein.
Thank you.
Einstein, send follow-up email.
You got that browser window.
Einstein, what
Oh,
are
it's
these
time. Okay. It timed out. Go ahead and try to log in so it resends it.
Einstein with Salesforce.
Simple shopping. That's all I want. I just want things to be fast and easy.
Yeah.
Join the club.
I want it here already.
The baby?
No, our groceries.
All right.
Oh. There, put the password in.
You got the password.
No, I don't. I don't have it in front of me. This is the MLB password.
All right. I gotta pull up. All right, I'm good. All right, I'm moving back down. Appreciate it.
Next time I ask for that, click on other verification.
Okay.
Other verification, and then it'll give you the option for the password.
Okay, 10-4. Appreciate it. All right, good luck.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Sorry about that, guys. I got to get my cam working again. Bear with me. Sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, Mav's doing the game now, Lane. I just had to fix his stuff. So now I got to get my stuff running again here. All right.
Right up against the wall.
Here we go.
54 runs a little bit lower here. This is pretty much how you go to battle here in Kansas. 54 a little bit lower into the corner, trying to get some air into that front splitter, pulling it underneath the car, pulling the car to the racetrack with that diffuser.
Watch right behind the left front tire, right front tire. You can see the driver lifts.
All right, there we go. Hey, Gabe, how you doing? Oh, no, the Royals are up 3-0, huh?
Remember when we sat down with all 16 playoff drivers prior to Atlanta? William Byron told us that this race was...
Yeah, Mav's live now, Lane.
Here in Vegas, based on previous race results, as we climb aboard with thanks to Toyota. This is Tyler Reddick. Let's go for a ride. Have a listen.
Yeah, because he needed to log in to my account so he could use the MLB Interactive. So he had the dark black screen so you guys couldn't see me putting the password and stuff in. All right, guys and gals. So we have Bell, Byron, Gibbs, Logano, Hamlin, Laney, Reddick, Cindric, Bowman, and Hockfar. Your top 10 runners. We're on the 50th lap of 267. We have 30 laps left of stage 1.
That throttle input, when you want to be in the gas, is different here than a lot of racetracks. Right against the wall, go to the corner, you go right over the gas.
And I'm back with my cam. Sorry about it.
Normally you don't want to do that. Normally you want to wait on the throttle, then go full throttle on the corner exit. Here it just provides so many options for drivers.
And while we ride along with Tyler Reddick, a reminder that DraftKings Sportsbook is an authorized gaming operator of NASCAR, and this week new customers can bet $5 and pocket $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app, use the promo code SPEED when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. Stevie, the numbers are in the bottom left there. Who catches your eye? Who's good money?
The numbers have shifted. Kyle Larson, the favorite, coming into the race, but now with that
Bell, Byron, Gibbs, Logano, Hamlin. Those are your top 5 runners. Where do we got? Let's see.
Should be the favorite, but what about Gibbs? Could today be his first ever career win?
Kyle Larson running 32nd. Chase Elliott has moved to 20th. Chase slowly but surely moving up in the pack.
All kinds of long odds there. I was watching this battle between the 9 and the 99. Oh, just a little contact. The 9 trying to get in line.
Chase Elliott up to 19.
we got 27 laps to go until stage 1 is over.
Gibbs in third. Suarez all the way down in 19th. Elliott 21st. Briscoe 26th. Larson 34th.
Zane Smith just got by Chase Elliott.
Let's continue this topic of conversation on Suarez, Marty.
As we're right on board with the Coca-Cola on board, yeah, not been a very good day for Daniel Suarez, who said he's getting worse the longer the run goes. He said it starts very tight, and then it's very traffic sensitive as well for Daniel Suarez, who got into this round just barely right now in the 19th position. We're riding on board with Tyler Bennett a moment ago. You know, 2311 has won 3 of the last 5 races here, and Tyler Bennett, the defending winner of this race, but today dealing with a unique issue in the 45. Listen in.
Straightaway speed, never under big corner, low speed. Good for him. Not sure what I need right now, to be honest. And more, just keep moving from that first straightaway. Being able to put the down a little earlier.
So, Jeff, that's about the 5th or 6th time that Billy Scott has mentioned the front straightaway speed and the lack of it. So, as a driver, what can you do behind the wheel to create more momentum on the front stretch?
Billy, the crew chief, said, think about what you need to do so you can go to the throttle sooner in the center and carry more speed off of 4. So the response from Tyler was, I'm not real sure what I need. So Tyler kind of likes the way his car is driving, no major.
All right.
So now I've been challenged.
We still got any race fans out there with us here?
We need more front straightaway.
If so, throw something down in the chat. Let me know.
You think your car is pretty decent, but we got to find something.
As I said, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Whether I continue to do NASCAR streams is going to be dependent on how well the people that have come through have actually liked what they've seen and if they've hit that thumbs up.
But now it's clear to him he's got to find a way to carry more speed on the exit of 4.
Just think about the difference.
I'm going to give it a couple weekends of streaming all 3 races each weekend.
Larson had almost the perfect race. He led all but 38
So
laps.
I do believe we're in Talladega next weekend.
He led more laps in a single race than any other Hendrick Motorsports driver in the history of the organization. And just then, he's gone down a lap.
With so much great entertainment out there.
Don't mind me, guys. I'm using this time because it's I got to do this. It's basically getting the theme set up, continuing to refine it while race is on. There we go. Just little things. So we got Bell, Byron, Gibbs, Logano, and Hamlin running top 5.
Casino 400 at Kansas Speedway. We ride aboard the
All right, so we are 63 laps finished of 257 laps, or 67 laps. We have 18 to go left in stage 1. Logano currently running 4th.
And this man here who grew up in Connecticut but has called Charlotte, North Carolina home for a long time, the 2-time Cup Series champion, has had a good year, couple of wins. He's putting himself in contention again. Remember, he won the first race of the playoffs this year.
All right, thanks there, Jared, for the heads up. Bears about to win 24-18 with the 2-minute warning.
That is for sure. They seem to always rise up in the playoffs. And if you look at Team Penske as a whole, we're starting to see that all 3 of their cars here in the top 10, including Austin Cindric, who started back in 17th, is up to 7th. And this is interesting because this track historically has not been great for Team Penske. And we actually have seen Team Penske show up in this playoffs with more speed than maybe they had late in the summer earlier this year. And I had an interesting conversation with Brian Wilson, who's the crew chief on that number 2 car of Austin Cindric. And he said, you know, I think this place is kind of built for the playoffs, meaning Team Penske, in that when we all got wins in the summer, it allowed us as an organization to focus solely on the playoffs, and they definitely had that speed. So Steve, I'm curious from your perspective as a crew chief, as a team, what does that open up you or allow you to do to focus on the playoffs months in advance?
Well, you know, the teams that have to battle to the end of the regular season to make the playoffs, it's an emotional task, and it also takes a tremendous amount of manpower to continue to prep the best cars possible. While that's your goal every week, I mean, Div, it's 40 weeks of racing. I mean, there's so much in the NASCAR schedule. You have to make concessions as a crew chief all the time. So to Parker's point, once these teams know they're playoff bound, not that they're giving up on the rest of the races in the regular season, but the coin flips. When you have to, you know, assign manpower, you can start to look ahead at the tracks and the.
All right, so we got Bell, Byron, Gibbs, Logano, and Hamlin running 5th. Or running your top 5. We got Blaney, who's fighting it out with Hamlin right now, so running 6th. And then you got Cindric 7th, Reddick 8th, Bowman 9th, and Trey Trucks Jr. or Trey Jr. is in your top 10.
Much better performance from the 11 team.
But now this looks like the Denny Hamlin we expected. Yes. I'm not saying 5th, but you know, top 5, top 6, top 7 runs, being the aggressor, not waiting for the points to come to him and going and taking them. I'm not sure the 11 is exactly what he's looking for currently, but only 68 laps in the race. He's made a career out of just kind of keeping it around, keeping it in one piece, and getting good when it matters the most towards the end of the race.
Let's talk more about Hamlin. Here's Kim Kern. Kimmy?
Yeah, you guys mentioned that first round, the roller coaster he and the team had. So I asked crew chief Chris Gayhart to describe the first round for me, and he said, anxious, too close. And then I said, how do you hope that the second round goes at the end? What are you going to say about it? He said, I hope we're more focused. You know, they were battle tested sooner in the playoffs than they expected, but they feel
Hey, welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you stopping in. Hey, be sure to hit that thumbs up, guys and gals. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. That thumbs up is most important. So this is only my 3rd NASCAR stream. This is my first weekend of streaming for the NASCAR series, and it is contingent on how well you guys like the stream, whether I continue to stream NASCAR on the weekends. So if you like what we're seeing here and whatnot, you want to see more, be sure to hit that thumbs up.
Racer he is. We wanted to see him out front, but he was afraid he was going to get in the wreck, and he took the defensive mode, and it worked. At the end of the day,
and be sure to get your chat votes in there.
By Joey Logano, be able to carry the speed through the bottom of 1 and 2. He'll drive in deep in 3 and 4. Will he try to slide up in front? Nope. He'll just commit to the white line. Really
got him running 3rd right now.
Drive up into the 3rd position.
That was well planned, and that was telegraphed a little while back, wasn't it? And
Bell's your leader. Got a nice lead on 3rd position.
Between Christopher Bell and William.
Looks like 2nd position's maybe a second off, a little over a second off. Excuse me, half a second.
Watch what happens right here. Christopher Bell right against
the Logano's full second off.
Behind him, William Byron has been watching that. William made that adjustment that time as well. Behind him, though, Joey Logano is a little bit quicker than both of them.
Great look right here off the rear bumper of the 20. Brought to you by Ream.
9 laps to go of stage 1.
Great view, to your point, Jeff, of what exactly Byron is doing. You know?
And that's why drivers love this racetrack, because you can go find grip. Look at Byron. He's doing something completely different this time. Joey Logano and Blaney are running them down.
How versatile is your car? Is it just a one-line car, or is it more versatile? Christopher Bell in the wall. The race leader who has dominated. 71 laps he's led, and he's put it in the fence. And here come the attackers. William Byron forced Christopher Bell into that mistake. He was closing on the leader and closing rapidly.
That shows you how important stage points are. Trying to win that stage just overstepped his bounds a little bit. We were riding along when it happened. Gets in the corner, everything looks okay, but watch the back of the car. Just not the side grip it needs. He overcorrects it just a little bit, chases it up into the wall.
Number 20 sliding into the wall.
Yeah, we were riding along when
Got
it
a little
happened.
loose.
That thing came around on him quickly.
William Byron forcing the opposition into an error, and now grabs hold of the lead of this race with just 6
Bell
laps
has dropped
remaining
a
in stage
4th. So we got Byron, Logano, Blaney, Bell, and Gibbs making up your top 5. Hamlin, Cindric, Sedner, Truex Jr. and Truex Jr. I am sorry. Truex Jr., Reddick, and Bowman rounding out the remainder of your top 10.
These last 5 laps.
JGR teammate Denny Hamlin on the attack now. Another JGR Toyota in the background in Ty Gibbs. The highest.
What's that, Kenneth? Keep trying our best for NASCAR stream. What do you mean? Yeah, baby.
Daniel Suarez struggled in struggled in Bristol big time, Steve. Rode around in the, raced around in the 30s.
Oh, Gabe. The Rams lost, bud.
Again today.
And it looked better than this in practice, but whatever has changed from yesterday to today, whether it's the wind, the track conditions, 99.
Chase was running 20th.
He's got to fight hard here. There's only 4 laps to go in this first stage. He's got to do everything he can to keep William Byron behind. Otherwise, he's going to be the second playoff
Chase is
driver
now running
on the lead
19th.
lap in this race.
And William Byron knows it, right? William Byron wants to put him a lap down.
Of course, you guys can see that.
And Blaney are right behind him, so he cannot just take it easy. He's got to get by him, and he does.
What a comeback from Ryan Blaney. That's just been an awesome drive. Since the last pit stop, he has been on the move. He's been on the climb, on the attack, and Logano goes by Suarez.
Larson.
He's lining up for a shot as well.
Larson actually hit the wall, and he dropped clear back. Larson is in 35th right now.
That's what I like the most about the 22. Not just the speed, but he's able to move around to go down.
Like, he didn't do a ton of damage, but his rear end slid off and underneath him, right next to the wall. He would have, if he was anywhere else on the track, he would have spun it around. But since he was so close to the wall, he was able to save the car because the rear end hit the wall, and then he straightened down it until he got straight.
Has worked out incredibly well for William Byron. And a track that he said he might have been nervous about coming into the playoffs. So far, so good for the 24. And the reigning champ has had a storm.
Byron with a commanding lead
after losing a
over
lot of
Logano.
positions earlier. He has come back beautifully. Hunt Brothers Pizza View from Joey Logano's car. Blaney is in the groove. Shadowing his teammate on this final lap of stage 1. And what looked like it was going to be a Christopher Bell victory in this first stage, in the end, it goes to
There you go.
the Hendrick Motorsports driver.
Byron's going to take the stage 1 checker.
and his teammate Ryan Blaney. Then Denny Hamlin, a very positive first stage, and Christopher Bell from pole to 5th in the first stage. Did you see that coming? I'm not sure any of us did, as Byron pressured Bell into an error to grab maximum points here in Kansas in the opening stage.
All right, so they are on commercial. William Byron, your stage 1 checkered flag winner. All right, guys and gals, I'm going to take a small break while we wait under caution. So I will be right back. I momentarily got to fix my cam again.
Live free, eat Sonic. Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com. Go bowling. Go to gobowling.com to find a center near you. And by Sam's Club. Join the club. That shows you what a beautiful day it is here in the Midwest. Downtown Kansas City, as we welcome you back. We're under caution for the stage break. And here go the 5 crew, going to work on Kyle Larson's damaged diffuser at the rear of the car.
Yeah, they just know that they're at an aero deficiency. They're going in there. They're trying to fix it. They've done a nice job so far. They're only 1 lap down. Now, they don't want to lose a lap here. So you see some tape, some vertical pieces being added. Right rear tire getting ready to go on. Calvin Teague, the tire changer, ready as the leaders now come to pit road, Parker.
And Joe Logano finished 2nd in that stage. He just needs that car to turn a little bit better earlier in the run, but doesn't want to get too much because he feels like he could get loose later in the run. His teammate Ryan Blaney at the top right of your screen, just managing the rear slip, but felt like that car was really good, just a little free on the bottom, Kim.
See William Byron in the bottom left of your screen in the 24 car. He said pretty loose, couldn't get to 3 with much confidence. He said, help me a little, but do not hurt my front turn. It is very good. Small air pressure adjustment on those 4 fresh Goodyears, Marty.
After the contact with the wall, Christopher Bell fell from the lead to 5th, and it was interesting because Adam Stevens said, my fault there, bud. I put you in a bad spot. On the last stop, a bit of a miscommunication. They were on right side tires only. Bell said he was very free, but when he got into the wall, his quote was, that's a one-time thing.
There's the positives and negatives from the race off pit road. And fans, NASCAR and its premier partners want to thank you for your support. Let's take a look at one of NASCAR's biggest super fans, NASCAR, and his experience at Michigan International Speedway.
I mean, there's nothing like adrenaline rush when these cars come by you 36, getting 200 miles an hour. It goes through your soul, and there's nothing better. But this is the best sport in the world because the drivers know what we mean to them and what they mean to us. And it's just like a big family, and you get that sense when you're at a NASCAR race. It's just a big sense of family.
It's good to get some fresh air.
Fresh air?
Hi, guys.
Bill, you look great.
Now that I have Inspire, I'm free from struggling with the mask and the hose.
Inspire?
Inspire's a sleep apnea treatment that works inside my body with a click of this button.
No mask.
No hose. Just sleep.
Where you
Okay,
going?
thank you there, Bradley.
Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
If the first thing you think of when you see a pickup truck is this kind of hauling.
All right, there we go. Yeah, thanks for your heads up there, Bradley.
The diffuser very inefficient. You can see right here in the back of the 5, they're not broken, they're not completely gone, but they're drug off, they're shorter, so they come down pit road, they try to replace the ones that they can. They also try to tape pieces on just to extend them to see if that will help as well. Parker, how about the two eccentric and extra pit stop?
Yeah, he had a top 10 finish there in stage 1 there, but I had a loose right rear wheels heading down pit road.
And Austin is right at the back of the pack. Daniel Suarez is right there. Just to his inside, ready to start stage 2. Let's go. William Byron, maximum points from the opening stage.
Here we go, we are green.
Penske teammate Ryan Blaney, we're in great shape. Carson Hocevar is in the mix. Gibbs is there. Here comes Alex Bowman. And Martin Truex Jr. made up several positions on that last stop as well.
Austin Cindric all the way at the back. Because of the extra pit stop, you don't get to pull up and restart with the lead lap car.
Yeah, live chip eating, yeah, I know. I'm a little hungry. Didn't eat no supper last night.
Only time will tell.
Well, I had a little bit of chips last night, I guess.
That green hood, white, predominantly white car, the 6 of Brad Keselowski.
So you got Byron, Bell, Logano, Gibbs, and Blaney running your top 5. Hamlin, Bowman, Truex Jr., Hocevar, and Keselowski are your front 10 runners.
He saw those points.
Bell back up to 3rd.
Potential stage win to 5th. as he fights hard with his JGR teammate Ty Gibbs.
Another playoff driver kind of missing from the mix up front here is Tyler Reddick. He's back to 15th. He was running decent early in the race, kind of cycled back on those last few laps on board with the Toyota cam up against the fence. No surprise. But Jeff all the way back in 14th.
Yeah, this is the kind of racetrack you would think Tyler Reddick would be really good on. Right against the wall. He loves running the top, but he just so far has not had it today.
Yeah, he went from 8th to 14th in just the final 8 laps of that stage.
How we going? Where's Chase at here?
When the tires were the oldest, it really glared.
Yeah, right there, back there with him, we saw a shot at Chase Elliott. Had to start in the back. He's made his way up to 19th.
How about in front of
19th? Yeah.
Maybe one of Preet's worst now. You've mentioned it a couple times today up here.
Kyle Larson still lurking at the bottom after hugging the wall there early in the race.
We talk a lot about Briscoe. Just remind everybody, it's a 4-car organization. Briscoe's at the playoffs, but continuing to bring the best race cars they know how to bring.
This track is notorious for cars just getting loose.
This race at the back of the pack after an engine change. There is the 9, the UniFirst Chevrolet. Elliott now runs 18th, so he's halved the field and continues to creep his way forward.
Can we see him make a better comeback? Can Chase get up?
Yep, right. So
and
the penalties, even if he recovers and runs
Larson
people want to say,
move any
Further
further forward.
When you start at the back, you just lose out on those stage points.
You know, to see Larson barely able to move past 35 and the 35th, 34th position.
Jeff, when we came on the air, you said this place is.
Wait a minute, where'd he go?
Just and you detailed the reasons why. Look at the lines, the options.
Okay, he got to 32.
Whether you want to be on the low side, they're putting their cars wherever.
But as long as it's been, it makes you wonder. His car must have took some pretty good damage that's keeping him in the back front.
Do something different than the guy behind you trying to block him. And on top of that, no car out here drives perfectly. Can I move around on the racetrack and make my car drive better, influence what my car is doing? This track allows you to do that.
And then we get to this battle here. The Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas. As Hamlin eases past his teammate for now. But a few positions further back, in the 77 is Carson Hocevar. What can't this young man do? He has had an impressive rookie season. He leads the standings by some 56 points. As we drift a little further back, there's Alex Bowman. And then you pick up that blue and black Spire Motorsports Chevy. There he is right there, ahead of Martin Truex Jr. Steve, what's impressed you the most about this guy?
Just the raw speed. So we talk a lot about young drivers. It's fair to say they all have a lot to learn, but some are.
Byron, Logano, Gibbs, Hamlin, and Bell, your top 5 runners.
Carson, to me, has
Byron really putting some distance between him and Logano.
It does make
Logano down a second and a half.
With experience, but you cannot replace just car feel and pace.
We're running. We're in lap 96 of the 267 scheduled for today. We're running lap 16 of the 85 for stage 2.
So we have a lot of talent.
So we still have a lot of racing to go here, folks.
These drivers just aren't as good as you guys were. That is 100%
Truex Jr. 9th and Busch running 10th.
They could compete against the best.
Here comes Busch on
they have that much talent.
On the inside trying to take him, but he's not going to get it.
It's more intense than what I raced on.
And look at what that FedEx number 11 is doing. Denny Hamlin is just going by them one at a time. He got by one teammate in Christopher Bell. Now he works on his younger teammate in Ty Gibbs. Let's declare today as Denny's back. This is the moment we've been waiting for in these playoffs. Yes, he went well last weekend in Bristol, but as Steve said earlier, this is the kind of form and race and speed that we were kind of expecting all the way back in Atlanta. He had those plug wire issues. They addressed those, but then he chose strategically to run at the back of the pack. Caution is out.
Eric Jones again. We saw him early in the race, got in the wall and had to
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Appreciate you stopping in. Hey, be sure to hit that thumbs up for us.
Well, there you go. He said he just lost it, and now it's
Sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.
This is going to be very
Most importantly, though, hitting that thumbs up, as
first car 1 lap down.
this is my first attempt at streaming NASCAR. So I've done the Kansas race all weekend long. I did a Truck Series Friday night, the Xfinity Series last night, and tonight the Cup Series.
So we'll have to see
whether I continue to do more streaming of races is all contingent on how well you guys like the fact that I'm doing it.
You heard him say it just came around.
So if you do like it and you'd like to see some more content and more streams of it, be sure to hit that thumbs up for me. And hey,
remember, you know, Jones
maybe even leave a comment
in the spring. He was coming off
after the stream's over, and you can comment on the video. Maybe even leave a comment.
So we're going to Talladega next week. It's just a reminder of how dangerous this is.
Number 43. We are under caution.
And then it just can't get out. They have to come and pull him out.
Been an eventful day for Eric Jones. He was in the wall earlier and forced to head to the pits. And then this now, as we say, thanks as always to the AMR safety team, always swiftly on the spot to help the drivers.
NASCAR has confirmed no free pass. So the 43 was the car scored. The first car scored 1 lap down at the time of yellow because he was the yellow. You don't just give it to the next car back.
Right,
that means there's no free pass. It sounds small, but if you're the 5 of Larson, you're thinking, man, that would be so close. Because I think the 5, while he didn't have great speed, was better. Now, it might be being masked by the newer tires if you're at an aero deficit.
We got Larson. I think Larson moved up. Yeah, he's in 31st now.
Again and make the car even better yet.
Well,
So the top 5 would be Byron, Logano, Gibbs, Hamlin, and Bell. Rounding out the remainder of the top 10 is Blaney, Bowman, Hopfar, Truex Jr., and Kyle Busch. Those are your 10 front runners.
I think we're going to see the entire field on pit road when it opens again, just like we did earlier, because this puts everybody in their fuel window. I don't think you can risk staying on the racetrack. You know, obviously the tires will help. I don't think that's the big issue. The big issue is you'd have to pit before the end of the stage. So now that you're in your fuel window, I think pit road will be once again very, very busy. Remember, Bell took 2 tires. We heard the report from Marty. Adam Stevens thought that's what hurt the 20 car and why we saw that big slide. So will other teams heed that concern? You know, put 2, take 4. I think it'd be a little split.
This is similar to stage 1 too, because when did we pit in stage 1? Was 60 to go?
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
roundabout.
Exactly. It's like 5 laps longer than the first stage. There's Adam Stevens. Great to see him back at the racetrack. For those who don't know, a few weeks back during the Olympic break, injured both legs, had to have surgery on both knees. He had to stay home for a few weeks. Still can't really bend his legs for the injury he has. Great to have him back. Always fun to talk to in the garage.
Hey, Bradley, you still here?
Those of our age should not be on diving boards.
I mean, when I knew it was good, when I said, how'd you hurt it? And he went, well, I don't really want to say or talk about it. I said, why? Because, you know, was it something?
How about you, Bradley Thomas?
Silly with my kids, mess around. And it's great to have Adam back in the race. So much knowledge. You talk a lot about the drivers and their playoffs and how many times have been the playoffs. You and I have discussed that, Lee, and you know, how you kind of react to the pressure. When you look at Adam Stevens' numbers on top of the pit box, the drivers he's worked with, the big races he's won, this guy behind the wheel can do it. There's zero doubt. But I think having that voice in Christopher's head does help, right? I think he does a really good job right there. Like when Christopher slid and lost those spots, he didn't say what happened. He said, oh, man, that's on me. You're on 2 tires. I could have done a better job from pit road.
Yeah, we talked about what this 5 team would do, Marty. Here they are back working on this car.
Yeah, coming back down pit road here, and you gotta always have a plan. Steve will tell you that. Cliff Daniels had a plan. Here was a radio transmission to Kyle Larson pretty much as soon as that caution came out.
We're going to be doing 2 different pit stops here. The first time we're going to change tires. The next time we're going to come back in and work on the car just a little bit more. We're going to be...
So, Steve, how forward-thinking do you have to be if you're Cliff Daniels to almost immediately, even when it goes green, have a plan for the next time you get a caution?
So we're running 21st lap of stage 2 of 85. We are laps 101 done of 167.
Am I repairing the car? You are always working. These races, I've sat on that pit box for over 300 races, and it is mentally fatiguing. You leave these races, your head hurt. It is like doing the hardest puzzle you've ever done all day long in the loudest arena you've ever sat in, and it just wears on you over time.
Did you love that pressure, though?
You know, I thought it was tough, and then I missed it as soon as it went away.
Here they come, Parker. They're coming your way.
Right, I think we saw a good example of what the 22 team and Joe Logano are struggling with. That car is just fired off speed. He can't seem to get going at the restarts, but it definitely comes to him as the long run happens, Kim.
William Byron, top right of your screen. He said, I'm good in 1, 2, 3, but a little free off 4. Asked for a little help being better off 4. 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel. As you see, Denny Hamlin, bottom left. Seems like a little bit of a slow stop. They had trouble on that right rear for Hamlin. Hamlin said tight during the first stage, Marty, but good to fire off this run.
His teammate Christopher Bell coming down, going the right side tires again is the call for Adam Stevens. He said it fired off a little bit too tight, but I feel like it would hang on better. And then Stevens said, are you willing to do Superman again?
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to type something on the chat.
Said, yes, I have a better idea of how to manage it.
Look at that race off pit road, and the 2-tire change for Kyle Busch vaults him 9
I tell you, I hate
positions up. Eric
YouTube's
Jones into the wall.
emoji system. I can never find anything in there.
We'll come back and go racing.
Crazy. Can't even find a thumbs up. All right, so let's check out the leaders. We got Busch, Bell, Logano, Byron, Gibbs, Bowman, Blaney, Hookfar, Truex Jr., and Keselowski or something like that. Sorry if I butcher up some of these names. I'm all new to NASCAR. That's why I said, guys, if you want to see some more, this is my first race weekend of streaming. I want to do a couple weekends and just kind of get the consensus from you guys. You know, I'm gonna watch. You know, how many views did I have and how many likes did people give me within those views, and that'll determine whether myself and my buddy Mav. Which, if you've been to the channel, you'll know who we are. If not, and you're new, Maverick is my streaming cohort. A lot of times we do a dual stream on, like he'll come stream with me here on my channel, and then I'll go stream with him on his channel. You know, and we both get in the cameras and everything and commentate together. Well, what we're doing is we're giving these streams a try, and if we got enough likes, you know, if it shows that people do want to see us doing it, then we're for sure going to finish out the NASCAR season this year, and then we will be streaming the 25 season all through. So that is the goal.
Then he hits his sign, jack up.
So if you like what you're seeing and everything,
slow on the
exchange, sure to hit
jack
that thumbs
drops.
up.
This is where they do the.
You might want to subscribe to the channel.
Take the weight off the right side, they jack it up just a little bit, tighten that right rear tire, and around they go. It is so easy to say.
As you see, we got a goal there just above the scrolling cars.
Yeah, two
we got a
drivers,
1,300 subscriber goal.
The 20 and the 8. Watch what happens right here. Watch the gas man. They stay and they
help
fill.
out that goal and you haven't
sit
subscribed.
and wait. Kyle Busch came in 10th. Christopher Bell came in 5th.
Yeah.
Kyle Busch came out with the lead. Kyle Busch is not full of fuel here.
Baby!
Yeah, we'll see does he have enough. You would imagine they think they can make it all the way to the stage, or they would have waited.
Exactly. And I would think the 20 was thinking that everyone else putting 2 on was going to fill.
Yeah, right.
And so they gave up this to the 8, but certainly with more fuel.
Another great aerial shot and this extended aerial coverage today of this Hollywood Casino 400. We say thanks to. It's brought to you by.
Hey, thank you for those two subs, guys. Thank you so much.
Especially since we're in the postseason.
Unfortunately, you must have your subscriber list
It's a Kansas winner.
private. Otherwise, it would have shown up in the middle.
Let's go, Kyle Busch.
Welcome.
For Richard Childress Racing. Here we
All
go.
right, we are green, baby. Let's go racing.
By Joey Logano,
Lap 25 of 85, stage 2. Lap 100 up to 267 completed. Here we go. Busch, Bell, Logano, Byron, and Gibbs, your top 5. Bowman, Blaney, Havoc, Truex Jr., and Chris Day, Chastain will round out your top 10.
That black monster
Logano now in third.
Pace. William Byron now. He's going to give Logano a shove.
Here comes Logano, making a run for it.
Christopher Bell up on the boards, getting a big run.
Bell up on, yeah, Bell trying to make a go at
That was
first.
good look. That was so pretty. He's done a great job of driving now.
Here he comes, pulling up beside him. He's going to get it.
What a setup, what an execution. And the 20, the Ream Toyota is back out in front for now.
Oh, he's not done. Kyle Busch is done fighting.
Well, he had a chance until the 22 went down and followed the 20. He's got to push.
There's Logano trying to take him on the inside.
Bell could be 3 wide middle if he's not careful.
Look at this, Logano down low. Gibbs getting a front row view of all of this as he watches Logano.
Oh,
a slight touch there.
Logano just bumped number 8.
And looming is William Byron, the man who won stage 1. His teammate Alex Bowman's there and the reigning series champion.
Oh, they're really fighting it. Hey, Gino. I say I just get a little lonely here. Nobody's talking to me. Bradley Thomas was. He was giving me a scolding about
in the round of 8
streaming content, the MLB content, and MLB and the NASCAR. But I thank him for his insight.
And I think some of the performance today is because of that. First,
hey, you know, Gino, take a look at Bradley Thomas's name. Does that not look familiar? That's exactly the same picture that Thomas, David Thomas's account had.
Two-time Cup Series
at one
champions
point.
Here on track together. Push up high,
Notice
Logano
that?
down low, and Christopher Bell keen to make amends for missing out on what could have been maximum stage points in stage 1 with that issue that
I asked him if he was still here, if Bradley Thomas was here, and he never answered. Because I was going to ask him if he knows Dave.
Just put it on the outside of him.
I'm telling you, that same exact avatar was used on David Thomas's account when he very first joined my channel.
I asked him yesterday in the hauler, I said, how have you performed so well in these playoffs when not that long ago you were being questioned by every member of the media about your position and, would you still be at Henry?
Hey, you should ask Laney over there for me.
Said, I know what I'm capable of. I was able just to shut out the noise and get on with it, and it feels good.
Yeah, I had a conversation with Alex Bowman, a brief one. I've been in that situation where people are questioning your
That's
job.
funny, Gene Scary. We're asking Matt for help.
I reminded him about what got him here. And that's his ability
Very
to drive a race
strange.
car. And just go be you. Just go do your thing. We watch him race all the time, Steve, and I just feel like he's an underappreciated.
Hey, welcome
race
in,
car.
everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit that like button.
Continues to be around, and when the opportunity.
Subscribe to the channel for more racing as we continue the NASCAR Series.
And unfortunately, Bowman was in the wrong spot at the wrong time. He had to lift.
All right, so we got Bell, Logano, Gibbs, Byron, and Busch, your top 5. Bowman, Blaney, Truex Jr., Chastain, and Hawkbar will follow up your remaining top 10.
It's just a second, 1 second between Christopher Bell and Joey Logano. Bell's led
average
laps
speed,
here
100.
today, and in his previous starts here. all together at Kansas.
Watch the 8 car.
117.670. And the last top speed was 171.027.
Look at how much damage that did. Alex saw it. He was out of the gas. Just couldn't slow down quick enough.
You see the fire out the pipes, completely out of the gas. Nearly 200 miles an hour. You know, you just can't, you're not driving through your city streets. You can't stop on a dime. I don't see any huge damage. I'm kind of looking at the nose.
Like I said, everybody, I've been saying it throughout the stream, and I'll just continue to remind you. Be sure to hit that thumbs up if you like the stream, if you like the content that I'm bringing. Because this is I'm new. This is my first NASCAR weekend. So I streamed Truck Series Friday, Xfinity Series Saturday, and I got you the Cup Series today. I'm basically looking at when the stream gets done, I'll go back and I'll look at how many views each race got and how many likes out of them, and I'm going to make a decision whether I continue streaming the remaining of this season and all of 25 by that data. So if you'd like me to continue streaming, think it's something I should do, be sure to hit that thumbs up.
He's a lap down and
I'll
still
really
trying to dig his
appreciate
way out of that. Chase Elliott had to have an engine change yesterday and started from the rear. He's still digging his way through the field. Bowman just hit Bush.
What's the score, Gene?
Byron, who was the squeaky clean one from the Hendrick quartet. Here's Kim.
And Denny Hamlin running in the 15th position after that slow stop. The driver frustrated being stuck in traffic. Listen.
I cannot lose track position, please. Yeah, understood. Focus on making it up, not on what happened. Let's go.
So you heard crew chief Chris Kavar get a little chirpy. I talked to him about this morning. I said, we don't really hear you get intense.
No, Logano gives Byron and Blaney top 5.
Intensity only when needed. He said,
we got a lot going on down there at the bottom of the 10th.
On my driver, Denny Hamlin.
The remainder of your 10th field is really battling it out.
He's on the way back.
Hamlin has dropped back quite a bit.
3 wins this year for this man who is still in search of his maiden NASCAR Cup Series championship. He's been driving for Coach Gibbs for 20 seasons now. Can this be the one?
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but they don't.
All right, they are in commercial. 4-3. What inning? Chicago Bears won today, everybody. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. I'm a Bears fan, Cubbies fan, Atlanta Braves fan. We're rooting for Chase Elliott today. Chase started in the last pole position. He has moved up. We are sitting at 14th now. Quite a nice game. Coming from the very back of the field. Very nice. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Let's get that updated. Oh, it's early? Okay. Great, you're rooting for Bell, huh? Alright, we're back to the track.
And guess who it belongs to? This man
Number 20, Christopher Bell.
From the pole. Third consecutive
running first.
Here at Kansas Speedway.
We got 44 of the 85 stage 2 laps completed. 124 of the 267 laps overall are complete.
So a little further back, we find Martin Truex Jr. He runs in 7th at the moment, Marty.
Yeah, Dave, you're talking about one of the young drivers in Christopher Bell at Joe Gibbs Racing. Let's talk to the most veteran driver in Martin Truex Jr. I tell you what, they've had speed today. They have come all the way from the back. Started 19th, raced his way into the top 10. He told me a couple weeks ago, Parker, to be honest, I want to win so bad in my final year. I haven't been able to do it, and sometimes I'm trying too hard. I'm pushing too much, but today a very well executed race and a lot of speed in the 19.
Oh, if you're rooting for Bell there, Gino, he's running first.
He's pretty loose off the corner there. He was actually very loose before that last pit stop. On the edge of the corners, they took 2 tires. It has not gotten any better. You've seen that be very...
Elliott now running 13.
Everyone's been asking, where's RCR? Where's the speed? Because Kyle Busch have to speed these race cars to win races. I asked him about that today, and he said, you know, the frustrating part is when the cars drive well, they just don't have the potential. They don't have the speed that we'd expect when they are driving well. Right now, settling in inside the top 10 on those 2 tires. Behind him, Brad Keselowski in that 6th, up to 11th from a 26th starting position. That team had a lot of confidence that qualifying was just not indicative of the speed they had. And we've seen that he got there on pure pace, driving to the field. He's got a lot of speed in that 6th, Kim.
Yeah, and his teammate Chris Buescher in the 15th position after starting 25th. We talked so much about that crazy close finish at the beginning of our broadcast. On the losing side of that was Chris Buescher by mere inches. I was in the pit stall for that race of Chris Buescher. I watched the elation when they thought they won to understand that it was the 5 that got the win. The pure heartbreak. See the faces of that team.
Oh, hey, buddy, how you doing?
Into this race, what can we expect? And they said it's going to be a battle out here today because
I appreciate it. Thank you, CeeLo. That's right, guys and gals. That's On the Go with CeeLo. He is absolutely one of the highly recommended streamers that I recommend to you, my viewership. Check him out. That's On the Go with CeeLo. Just head on over to YouTube search and type in On the Go with CeeLo. All one word. Great streamer, guys. He does NASCAR, basketball, baseball, football, hockey. He does vlogs from the Disney parks and the cruise liners, man. Awesome dude. He's really killing it over there with the NASCAR streams himself. So check him out. Absolutely recommended from this guy here, man. Thanks for that like, buddy. I appreciate it. Bell is, man. He's up there. We got Bell, Logano, Byron, Blaney, and Bowman in your top 5 positions. Then we got Gibbs, Truex Jr., Chastain, Smith, and Busch rounding out your top 10. Chase Elliott. Where are we at, baby? We are in 13th position. No, we got to root for the old Chase, baby. There he is. That's the GB. That's the man doing the dance. Strutting it along. Chase is moving up. Moving up in the world, baby.
Maximize the potential of the car. If you're trying to go over, then you're going to get the wall. And look, his teammate Bubba Wallace is running 28. So neither one of those cars is running very well today.
35 laps to go in stage 2. And as was the case in
all right, as you heard, 35 laps of stage 2 to go. 131 laps of the 267 completed.
Loose moment, another 2 playoff drivers that are trying to manage this day. Suarez in 23rd, Briscoe in 24th.
Bell, Logano, Blaney, Byron, and Bowman, top 5. Not a lot of movement in your top 5. You see them pass each other every now and then. Usually your fourth to third, it seems.
You know what? I think for Chase Briscoe, if he looks at this first race in the round of 12, he's going to say, I started the
third position, a little over a second behind.
At least if I get
11 hundredths of a second.
Even though I'm last, you know, as you saw previously on your screen, he's last in the playoff points. Even if I get some points today, I'm in a better position than what I was where I started the playoffs. So we'll see. There's the updated points on your screen right now. He is
We got Chase Briscoe.
Driver.
Started 9th.
Well,
Stage 1, he was in 25th. He's currently in 25th.
Optimistically, he said the next 2 tracks.
Hey, CeeLo, what'd you think of that? Think of that wreck right away on the not even a half a lap in. That was crazy.
Guys continue to battle, but Talladega and the Roval.
Right, baby, we got Talladega coming next week.
What can happen to those tracks?
The view back with thanks to Ally on board.
Thank you for stopping in, guys. Hey, remember, get those likes in. This is my first weekend of streaming NASCAR races, guys. If you want to see me continue racing, hit that thumbs up. I'll be contemplating whether to continue. I'll look at how many views I had and how many likes. If you guys liked, how much comment were you doing? How much chat? So if you want to see more, please interact. Show me that you want to see me do more of these.
Hoping for a yellow in the free pass position.
I'll tell you, I've really enjoyed it. It's been fun. It really has. I haven't watched NASCAR, guys, 20 years. 20 years, probably. At least. Everything is so new to me. You know, all these young, new generation guys. You know, the youngsters, all these big family names, they got their youngsters in there racing now. Crazy.
Of what happened. Like, think about Atlanta, he crashed out. We've already shown you that. Then he had issues at Watkins Glen. And then last weekend in Bristol was his only incident-free playoffs race. Here we go again. We start the round of 12.
Oh, nice. Needed 2 likes to 20. Thank you. Keep them coming. That just shows me, baby. That shows that you guys are liking it. We should do some more. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
Now I want to see what.
Remember, if you like the content, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any further streams.
Only a half a second in front of him. Can Blaney go get him?
Well, I believe so. When I've been looking at the lap times as he's been running down Logano, I do believe the 12 has the best car at the moment.
The way that he finished stage 1, what did he lose on that stop? He went down like some 7 positions or something and just raced his way back through the field. It was awesome. He said, we've never really been great here. We've just been okay. Well, better than okay are the 4-time Super Bowl winners, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Roy.
I'm going to pause that up while they go through the commercial stuff there. We're on commercial. Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be great. Have 100 thumbs by the end. That'd be great. I don't know if I've ever done it. At least not for a live stream. I've done it on videos. How about a game update, guys? How the Braves doing? Gotta get a game update. They're moving. Yeah, Truex Jr., wow. Moving up to the 5th position. So you got Bell, Blaney, Logano, Bowman, and Truex Jr. now your top 5. Byron, Ty Gibbs, Hamlin, Chastain, and Smith will round out the remaining top 10. Chase Elliott, number 9, has moved up to position 12. Come on, Chase. Let's get that top 10 at least. Let's go number 9. That's right, baby. We're strutting for number 9, baby. Let's do it. Wonder how our cohort, Mr. Maverick over there, Maverick Sports, is doing. He's streaming the Braves game today. All right, so we are back to the track.
And while that replay runs, we've got a caution on the track.
4-2 now.
Daniel Hemrick. They got slow in the middle of 1 and 2.
In the 6th. Thank you, Kenneth. All right, I missed how we came on.
Got really slow in the middle.
I missed how we got a caution.
Like tire down or something. Oh, got really loose, hits the wall. Tries to get going again. Now he's on the bottom of the racetrack with damage.
So I'm guessing at this point the toe link or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, remember he announced that he is not returning to this ride next year. Not sure what his plans are.
Just a lazy spin right here. Luckily nobody was running the bottom as he slid on back up on the racetrack.
Listen to this.
Well, that was a bad break for them, but a good break for Kyle Larson.
Back in the lead lap for the 5 car.
Kyle Larson now on the lead lap.
Unsure of his plans for 2025. We do know that Ty Dillon will be back full-time in Cup, so the Dillon brothers back together at the highest level in NASCAR competition. We'll wait and see what happens to this man.
Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. Hey, if you haven't done so, be sure to hit that thumbs up, guys.
The road is open. This is those moments that the pit crew can score you points. If you can have a great pit stop, come out inside the top 6, 8,
This
10
is my
positions.
first week in a stream in the NASCAR series.
From Hamlin, who has
I did a Cup Series Friday, or Truck Series Friday, Xfinity Series last night.
For Joe Logano,
and tonight the Cup Series.
Has been the long run, but on that run, for whatever reason, it sort of stalled out in the third.
If you want me to continue streaming, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Let me know.
For his teammate Ryan Blaney at the top right of your screen, he took the lead.
Even when the stream is over, maybe head on over to the video and leave a comment. Let me know.
William Byron, bottom left of your screen. He was good the first half of the race. He said he sucked this run. Free
Oh yeah. Let me turn him off.
Changes for William Byron, Marty.
Adam Stevens thinks it's going to be a 17-lap run to the end of this.
Hey, that's mini-me. But he ain't fat enough. That's the skinnier me that I'm going to get down to, Gino.
2 tires for Zane Smith on that pit stop.
It was a good stop too by Ricky Stenhouse.
Race off pit.
In the JTG Doherty car. This is the cause of the most recent caution. Unfortunately, Daniel Hemrick contact with the wall, and then it.
All right, so they're going to go to commercial. We're still under caution. We have 145 laps completed. We have 122 laps left. We had a 400-mile track today. Toyota was running strong yesterday too there, Gino. Well, Toyota and Chevrolet for the Xfinity. There was the top 10. There was like, how was that? There was 5 Chevys, 4 Toyota, and 1 Ford. That's how it was running yesterday. But the Ford guys, I believe they got the win. I might be wrong about that. I'm trying to think if that was him that made the win. I see Larson back in pit. They're underneath the hood again, doing some adjustments. I didn't pay attention to that over there, so I didn't see the whole thing. Yeah, their live feed, their raw feed, it's not, it does take a little bit for it to update, like the lineup part. I'm all new to this, so I'm kind of learning the quirks and everything of it all. Welcome, guys. We're currently on commercial. Oh, we are back. Back to Speedway. Kansas Speedway.
That's at NASCAR.com/fan rewards. Kim Kuhn, what's happening?
Yeah, Denny Hamlin back on pit road. He called up to the crew and said, "Is everything tight?" And crew chief Chris Cabart said, "We're not sure. We're checking." He asked Hamlin, "Are you asking us because the stop was so fast, or you're feeling something?" Denny said he felt slop in the rear. They checked with the crew, and Gabehart said there's some concern and doubt down here, so bring it to us if you need to. So a loose wheel, not a lot tight on Denny Hamlin's machine.
Second time. Remember earlier they had to jack the right side up a second time to tighten the left, or the right rear. Now on the left side, obviously some concern. They had to come back down. He was running inside.
Number 11 FedEx.
He was like, he came off pit road.
Denny Hamlin.
So
Hamlin.
An opportunity to earn some stage points. Watch the 45. Tyler Reddick's got to go around Todd Gilliland. Ends up with his car pointed directly to the wall. It's very difficult to get around when a guy's behind you. But overall, I think this worked out okay.
Great job by the crew, too. You know how far that rear tire changer has to run out there in traffic? Ends up beating the 38. So I don't know if that helps Denny Hamlin, but the car he owned had a good pit stop.
Getting ready to go.
All right, we're getting ready to go to green. Here we go. Get it done. Let's go racing, boys. Here we go. Stage 2. We have 18 laps to go. We are on restart. 17 laps to go. Stage 2. 149 of the 267 laps completed. We have Smith, Bell, Gibbs, Logano, and Blaney in your top 5.
Too wide, still there, still inside, one inside.
Oh, we have a spin out.
Big issue here. Justin Haley, John Hunter.
Haley at number 42.
Looks very similar
number
to
42
the first wreck
here.
of the day. It does. Stack up off turn 2, and these two cars got spit out of line. We can see the racing at the front. We'll have to go back and take a look at what
That would
happened.
be
This would be
New
a break
Breck,
for
or
someone
New
who should get the free pass. NASCAR will tell us exactly who. It's between, I think, Harrison and Hemrick, or Hemrick's a couple down, so it should be Harrison. Let's see what happens here. Top of the screen, 3 wide. That yellow roof in the middle, all the way back. Man.
Whoa.
So I don't know what exactly happened there. Something seems completely amiss for the 7 to just turn dead left on the 42.
Yeah, that was right in front of Kyle Larson, but watch the 7 car right here. Just hangs the left. I'm not so sure that, I mean, look at the 42, how high up in the air he got. I wonder if there's a mechanical issue or something.
I can't wait to hear what Justin Haley has to say. Remember, that's Haley behind the wheel, first week in the 7 for Spire. I mean, I can't tell if the left rear is flat, like before it turns left, something happens.
Watch behind the 7 car. Does something, see right there?
Yeah, it's like
something comes off
or something.
I don't know if that's.
And then if he goes nice and slow, I mean,
nobody's coming down.
There's no contact, no contact, no contact. And that right there, I mean, he's turning left. The poor 42, John Hunter has no idea what's happened.
Yeah, something happened. Justin Haley's not the kind of driver just to turn left like that.
There's either some complete miscommunication.
That's a little crazy.
Spotter and driver, or a mechanical issue. NASCAR has confirmed it's 21 of Harrison Burton for the free pass. So
that is a new spotter for Justin Haley. Stephen Parsons, who was spotting for the 7 cars.
That definitely was a weird one.
Is a race car driver turning into a spotter, was spotting for LaJoy, but he stayed on this car when Haley came. But Stephen is a good spotter and a good race car driver. There's no way he just caught him clear there.
Yeah, that's an odd one for sure. We're gonna have to get some more.
Thank you for stopping in, everybody. Hey, be sure to hit that thumbs up if you like what you see.
The Spire Motorsports team will check out the Gainbridge.
And if you hit that thumbs up, you should go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Love to have some new outlaws joining in on the fun. We do the race streams.
Ongoing diff is a very good phrase.
We'll be doing all of the playoffs for the MLB. And we're starting to dabble and get our feet wet here in the NASCAR series.
100%, 90, 80.
So if you want to see more of the NASCAR series, be sure to hit that thumbs up, guys. That's going to let me know.
He looked me right in the eye and he said,
I want to know, does the public, do you guys like what you see with what I'm doing? Is it worth doing?
This day is not over in the top 15.
I know I am enjoying it. I really have. I'm really enjoying it.
He's done a great job of managing this situation, Steve. Getting every opportunity to work on it. He's taken it. He's been efficient.
So you got Bell, Smith, Gibbs, Blaney, and Bowman in your top 5.
Crew chief, check this view out.
Oh. John Hunter Nemechek, wrong place, wrong time. Front end of that car got airborne. Crazy.
All right, we're still under caution. So they're going to commercial. I don't know, I think he's still up there though. I'm going to take this time to step away real quick. Use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
exactly know the terminology is because
Right,
that's
we
what
are
it sounds
back.
like on every radio. So if you're not talking the same language, you can't process it. Eventually,
We got Bell,
when I was
Smith,
crew chief
Bowman,
for
Blaney,
here
and
at
Gibbs.
TJ Majors, I could
Your
not
top
watch the
5.
TV. I could listen to the spotter and visualize everywhere where we were in traffic. But for that, Jeff, can you imagine if that's the first time you heard Coleman Presley? It would be a lot to take in.
Well, that's right. And that, you know, a lot of short words, clear mid, that kind of stuff. That means something to the 22. That is a combination they've been working on for years. They know exactly what they're talking about. But you got to get that information in quick. You can't wait. Chase Elliott underneath Joey Logano.
There's Chase moving up.
Continuing his climb.
Passing
through the
Logano
field,
and Chase in
starting
9th.
last. If you're just joining us, Chase Elliott had an engine change yesterday. Qualifying, they tried, but it just wasn't there.
Oh, he just bumped number 1.
Down the back stretch, heading to 3. So starting last and just carefully, methodically, he's got his way up. But the 2, Austin Cindric, one of the playoff drivers, in trouble.
Oh, he's got a
Those
blown
right
out
side tires are
rear
flat.
tire.
Running in 13th place. First stage, he got stage points, finished 7th.
And remember, then they had a little bit of struggle. They had to pit a second time, lost that track position. We haven't really seen them since then. That's what we talk about when we talk about mistakes and trying to limit them. Let's see what happens.
There he is on the inside of Kyle Busch.
Oh,
Welcome in, guys.
Breaks loose.
And contact here. Let's see some damage.
Hey,
on the
remember,
right
hit
front.
that thumbs up, guys. Guys and gals, there's
that
25
was
of us in here.
contact.
Yeah, it was odd. I couldn't tell if
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's try to hit that 20 likes. The 2 likes from 20.
We're almost at the end of stage 2.
Riding along with Chase Elliott.
That's that contact with Chastain. The incident happened behind those guys.
Yeah, let's see if the 8 comes off the wall. I don't understand when, you know, Cindric, to me, I was looking at the top of the screen. I'm sure there's more to it, but let's watch the 8 relative to the wall and the 2 relative to the 8.
Yeah, the 2 goes right. That's very odd. I don't know if he's trying to get to his left rear quarter panel to side draft him to pull him back. It just misjudges it.
Did they connect and then that right rear go down and then that's what snapped him?
I think it's just bangs the right front, and once the front of the car turns left, it starts to spin out.
And watch as it comes around. It grazes the wall here. Right there, it hits the wall. So how much damage did that do?
Well, you see right there the color from the wall, a little bit of damage to the splitter. I can't tell if the splitter's up or just miscolored. No, right there, it looks like it's up on the right front.
Yeah, it's definitely up. And, you know, what a great first 3 races of these playoffs for this team. This is really the first bit of real adversity they've had.
Back-to-back 10ths in the
We
first 2
got
playoff races.
caution
13th.
again.
Last weekend in Bristol.
Got Bell, Bowman,
And then
Blaney,
now some
Smith,
adversity.
Gibbs, Byron,
This is
Trooks
an interesting
Jr.,
spot,
Chastain,
as you
Elliott,
pointed
and Logano, your top
Did
10
for
runners.
7 laps. Pit road will open this time 6 laps to go to the end of the stage. So if you're in position to score stage points, I think you want to stay on the racetrack. But I'm just 14th. I think there's an argument that said you could pit right here and then not pit at the end of the stage.
We got 158
and you're not adding a pit
laps
stop because you
done.
still have to pit in the final stage.
So we're
it
looking
kind
at
of
109
splits the
laps
strategy a
left
different
to go,
way. And
baby.
So I believe there's going to be a plan. Look at how organized the back half of the field is. I think there's going to be some takers on
108,
pit
so
road.
we are 6
And there
laps
are.
from
This will split
stage
the
2.
field.
Zane Smith.
6
He
laps
made that
for
2-time
stage
stop
2 to be
last time
complete.
round. Truex, Chastain, they're coming your way, Parker.
Right, and Joe Logano was dropping like a rock on that restart, so they like to come down here and put these 4 Goodyear tires on the 22 to see if they can foot this stage. Artie.
Tyler Reddick coming down pit road as well. They've finally gotten that loose condition out of the car. The front stretch speed they've been talking about all day long is much better for Reddick. But Billy Scott, to Steve's point a moment ago, needs track position at this point. So they pit from outside the top 10. They will not pit at the end of the stage. Same for Daniel Suarez and his race team. He said, we've made it better, but we still have a long way to go with the 99 handling wise.
We're racking up the cautions, including the stage break for stage 1. We're up to 7 now. This is the most recent one. Austin Cindric, the Menards Ford for Team Penske.
Yeah, we're in our 7th caution, and we're about to hit our 8th with the ending of the stage 2. But that's a contactless, so Remember, guys and gals, hit that thumbs up for us. If you'd like to see me do some more NASCAR stream, guys, please hit that thumbs up. Let me know. I'm going to be taking a look at those statistics at the end of the stream to make a decision whether to stream more NASCAR or not. Actually, this was my first weekend of the NASCAR Series streaming. I did a Truck Series Friday, Xfinity Series yesterday, and Cup Series today. I'm going to do one more weekend, so I'll be doing Talladega next weekend. I'll then go back, look at how many views each race got, how many likes, and whatnot, and just kind of go from there. Make that decision whether to continue it. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'd love to have more people interacting in the chat for sure. And I'd love to have more people coming into the stream for, always. But yeah, for what we have, I'm looking forward to it. So please, if you want to see more, hit that thumbs up. Help make that decision for me. Let's try to hit 20 likes. We're currently at 18. Can we hit 20 likes?
At the speed, we'll see if this can help them out. Just when the day was looking so good for Team Penske, two of the three drivers have had some adversity. Cindric and Logano. Let's get back to it. Final 4 laps of stage 2, and Christopher Bell, who's led 121 laps here today, fights with Alex Bowman at the front of this field. Who's going to get those stage points? Kyle Larson's racing hard to try and grab some. He's back in 15th. Cliff Daniels said they'll get a top 15 if they can get back on the lead lap. Look at the scrambling going on mid-pack.
Oh, the 20 of Bell, way up the racetrack. Looks like
hey, thank you for that like. I certainly appreciate it.
That car.
Oh, and Elliott almost got into the back of him and had to go to that high line.
Bell went from the front row. He will not even finish in the top.
Elliott now in 5th.
Happened. Yes, up into the wall, just loses momentum.
At the end of stage 1, Christopher Bell into the wall after dominating. At the end of stage 2, Christopher Bell in the wall.
Oh, Elliott is now in 8th.
What's happening at the 20 team?
And look at the players that are trying to get
Here he
points.
comes.
Chase Elliott in the mix. Briscoe. Elliott starts shotgun on the field, misses out on stage 1, battling that red 14 to his outside. That would be for the 7th position.
2 to go. This is awesome. Racing to the end of stage 2. Who's going to get the points? Which playoff drivers are going to get the stage points? Alex Bowman continues his amazing playoffs run. And look at this resilient effort from the 14 of Chase Briscoe. Briscoe's in 8th.
Lot of speed coming from behind Briscoe, though. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep him from behind him.
Come on, Elliott.
Points.
Here comes Hamlin.
Elliott now in 7th
Final
position.
lap of stage 2.
And on the top, you said it. What a playoff for the 48 of Bowman. Can he finish this off, win the stage in front of a hard-charging Ty Gibbs?
3 wide. Chastain in the middle. Hamlin up on the fence. Reddick on the inside. Look at Ty Gibbs in the top box. He's trying to go for the stage win. Not close enough. Alex Bowman continues to impress in these 2024 playoffs. His first stage win of 2024.
And I think it was Hamlin.
Alex Bowman taking your stage.
We'll have to see how it's scored. No, they're going to say
stage
Briscoe
2 win.
in 10th.
Well done.
We have
Alex
finished
Bowman.
166
the 48
laps.
scores maximum points.
We have 101
The
laps to
Chicago
go, baby.
Street Race winner. That's what got him into these playoffs. Rumors swirling that he was going to lose this ride. Well, he's proving everybody wrong by the way he's driving in these playoffs.
Everywhere you look,
Let's get her done. We are getting it done. Hey, Bob. Wow. Who are they playing again, Bob? Patriots. That's right, you said the Pats are your team. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Your favorite driver looking here today at Kansas? Did they score stage points at the conclusion of the second? Well, maximum points goes to Alex Bowman. Ty Gibbs chased him home, non-playoff driver. That was pretty close.
Oh, you're a 49ers fan,
continues to
okay.
have an amazing day.
I
He
thought you
hasn't had
said-
a top 5 here since 2017.
Oh.
So this is shaping up really well.
You must
for the
have said
reigning
your
series champ. And
your
William
team
Byron,
had to play the
stage one
Patriots.
winner.
I thought you
remains
said your team, the
in
Patriots,
forefront
and
in
played
the
the
top
Niners.
5. Pit road is open. Ty Gibbs decides at the last minute he's
All
going
right,
to
so we have
on track. And the rest are
we
coming
have
your
all the
way.
front runners,
Mike, kick it off.
not all of them,
Yeah, what
but
a
many
big
of
win
them
for
coming
Alex
in.
Bowman in that stage of the 48 car. He was very happy.
Number
that
24,
that
20,
race car was showing a lot
12,
of speed on the
48.
long run. 4 Goodyear
Chase
tires
Elliott
right
is
stage
coming in.
Ryan Blaney got third in that stage, just scored the second most stage points in this race, and he wanted to make some adjustments because they know they're going to be further back in the pack, Kim.
Yeah, bottom right, William Byron has scored the most stage points today. He said he still needs help on an exit. Once the car feel he had at the beginning of the race, Marty.
Boy, Christopher Bell went from battling for the lead, Kim, to 16th at the end of stage 2. He said sorry for driving it into the wall. Adam Stevens asked, yeah, what happened there? And his quote was, I was aero blocked all the way into the wall. He's worried he hurt the right front, but the steering still straight on the 20. We'll now see if he can recover from the second wall contact today for Christopher Bell.
Yeah, pretty crazy stuff after leading so many laps in that second stage. He came across the line in 16th. So let's have a look at the state of play.
Most stage points today. Byron was 17.
Look at William
Blaney
Byron,
15,
17,
Gibbs
16 for Blaney.
14, Bowman 12, Logano 9, Hamlin 7, Bell 6, Akbar 6,
Still perfect in the playoffs.
Keselowski 6, and Truex Jr. was 6.
4 races. The repairs continue for Larson. They stayed out to try to get some stage points and really just sunk as soon as they went down to turn 1. I think that was a real test of what kind of grip Kyle Larson had behind the wheel, and it wasn't enough to compete.
I think this is pit stop. I think this is double digits.
I think so,
I
yes.
think this is number 10 now for the 5 of Kyle Larson.
Larson he hasn't had a good day at all.
On the track, I know that you've
Very early in the race, he
it's been national and international news and
lost the rear end. The rear end
about
come off and underneath him, and
if you would like to
it
help
hit the
those
wall and
affected
then sent him
by
sliding
Helene,
the
you can go to
remaining way
redcross.org
down the wall.
or text
straighten it
Helene
out.
to 909.
Did a bunch of damage on the right-hand side.
Everybody in Florida, in the Carolinas, in Georgia.
Ever since then, he's
Tennessee,
just been
it's just
right in
the images and
the back of the pack.
So many lives, Marty, have been affected. So again, folks, if you are in a position to help, redcross.org or text to lean to 909.
That's cool, Bob.
And Lee, so many people helping.
Yeah, my younger cousin.
Introduce you to
He's a real big 49ers fan as well.
Pit stall today. He is a retired police officer in Newport, Tennessee, and he told me yesterday, when I get back home, I'm going to go back to work for the police force, and I'm going to work as long as it takes to recover everyone that I can and help everyone get past this. This is Newport,
Tennessee, everybody. Hurricane Helene.
Friday. I mean, downtown.
Horrible, horrible.
Brad and his family are fine. And I said, how long are you willing to do this between your job here at the track and what you'll do volunteering back at home? He said, as long as it takes. I need to get my community back up and running. So yes, you can give a donation to the Red Cross, but you can also help out in so many different ways, Lee.
And there's going to be so many examples like that of people just going above and beyond to help those in need, and there are so many in need. And for those of you affected, we're thinking of you.
Absolutely.
In the aftermath of Hurricane Helene.
No, Kenneth, I will not be able to do it.
It has been an eventful day for the #1 seed.
Won't be able to do it.
HendrickCars.com Chevy of Kyle Larson couldn't be in more.
I have a early afternoon appointment.
When he dominated the race, almost led the entire race, Marty. But today, it has been double-digit visits to pit lane.
Yes, Lee, I can confirm your count. 10 pit stops now for Kyle Larson and Cliff Daniels, who had a long conversation before this latest set of repairs. Listen.
Thank you on that like. I certainly appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I'm in the way, and it's scary.
We've now hit 20 likes.
It's making us feel as bad as what you're feeling. Outer body is okay. The diffuser, yes, we have less diffuser. We've lowered the back.
Hey, thank you very much for that subscribe. I certainly appreciate it.
I don't understand why we have to get out of the way.
I have no speed, Cliff. Like, I don't know if you can see, but I'm so draggy.
Yes, Steve, so they have tried and tried and tried to get this 5-car back to the condition that they feel like it could be to finish top 15, but clearly they have some work to do, not only on top of the pit box, in the pit stall, but Kyle Larson behind the wheel as well.
And some of the data that these teams don't have is what does a damaged diffuser feel like, and the drivers I talk to say it takes so much grip out of it, and so many times I hear that conversation from a crew chief. I don't understand why we're so slow, and the fact is the car just does not make enough grip.
It's a mixed bag of those who came to pit road and those who didn't. There's a lot of playoff drivers in the back half of this field. Let's go, stage 3, 96 to go here in Kansas, and it's Carson Hocevar who leads the Rookie of the Year points, leads this field back to green. Gibbs is on his outside. Here comes Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., and the old orange machine car 1 of Ross Chastain in the middle.
Oh, here we go. Hocevar, Gibbs, Busch, Truex Jr. and Chastain rounding your top 5. Chastain now jumps to 3rd. Truex Jr. back to 5th. Busch in 4th. Now Busch to 3rd. We are having a battle here. Chastain in 3rd. Fighting it out with Busch.
Most of those have been used to being up front all day. Now they're back here in the back with this different pit sequence.
Elliott now back at 24th position. Damn, man, we were running up in 12 positions.
He was dropping back, as Parker documented earlier. Here's Christopher Bell, the man who's led 121 laps today. But no stage points in stage 2.
Bottom of 3, back to 1 outside. It's clear right there if you want it. Clear, clear.
And you know, as a driver, when you're racing, you know all those guys are playoff guys. Gotta find a way by them.
Hamlin trying to push his way through here. He's on the way back again. He was denied some stage points in that second stage, narrowly missing out to Chase Briscoe, who was able to grab that final stage point. Here's Chastain and Busch.
Oh, Chastain just took that spot from Kyle Busch. Drove in the corner, used all of the racetrack, gave Kyle no choice but to lift.
And you've got to applaud the one team from Trackhouse. Ross Chastain and his crew have done an amazing job. They know they're not in the playoffs. Doesn't matter. He's been having an amazing run of results of late. William Byron grabs a couple of positions. His teammate Alex Bowman going with him.
We got Hockvar, Holsvar, or I don't know. I'm just going to say Hockvar. Chastain, Gibbs, Busch, and Reddick. Round out your top 5.
So he's done a better job of getting through the traffic as Alex Bowman has.
Oh, you hit the throttle.
No worries, coming up back in.
That was the onboard, the Coca-Cola onboard of Suarez, who's running 12th. This is for the lead of the race. Carson Hocevar will not be able to hold off that Trackhouse #1 of Ross Chastain.
Chastain not in the playoffs, but knows how to win races when he isn't. Remember, he won.
Chastain now takes first.
Was not part of the championship 4. Rarely do we see that. And here he is leading Hocevar, Busch, Gibbs, Truex.
And it's got to be such an odd feeling. I mean, 2 years ago, Chastain went to the championship 4. Finished runner-up in the Cup Series in 2022. But to be on the outside looking in, your focus can just be one thing. Let's go for victories.
And the balance between playoff and non-playoff always in question when we get to these races. Will Tyler Reddick right on board? A big run down the backstretch, turns to the bottom. And look at this big block by Kyle Busch. The 45 has to get completely out of the gas, sliding up the racetrack, loses all.
All right, so we got 179 laps completed of the 267.
That could be a +2.
We have 88 laps to go.
Reddick runs in 6th.
Chastain, Hockvar, Busch, Gibbs, and Truex Jr. Rounding your top 5. Then you got Reddick, Byron,
Ones who pitted on lap 168 and is
Buscher,
storming his way through the field.
Bowman, and Wallace. Rounding out the remaining top 10.
21st to 7th since the restart. How about that?
He's done a nice job of being aggressive, but not overly aggressive. Never put himself in a situation where he was close to getting wrecked. Restarts are so important.
Well, let's have a look. Not only William Byron, but let's have a look at other drivers on the move. Brought to you by Ashley Furniture since the most recent restart to begin stage 3. Hamlin up 12, Bowman up 10. As Kyle Busch works on Carson Hocevar for 2nd place.
It was a good looking corner for the 8. A lot of momentum from that top. That's where I think Carson Hocevar is improving. There were times further back in the pack that I think he would overblock. Right, a run's coming. We still have 86 to go in the race, and he would make a move right or then left, and then 2 or 3 moves were there. He could tell the 8 was coming. He made a little bit of a defensive move, allowed the 8 to go by, got right back in line. He seems to be driving with a little more maturity and maybe a little more confidence that, hey, the cars are better. I don't have to drive quite as hard as this 3-wide squeeze here.
Chastain, Busch, Havoc, Hockvar, Truex Jr., and Gibbs rounding out the top 5.
One back. Back to 2. All clear. Clear by 2.
He sees the 3 on the bottom, so he's going to go to the outside. He hopes the 6 runs the middle. That gives him clean air on the bottom, on the top.
At very bottom now. Inside.
No such luck. Yeah. Now Blaney's going to take 3 wide bottom on this 3 right here. You see him still want to keep. Oh, Dillon saw it coming the whole front stretch and just never opened up his corner entry. The 12 doesn't care. He still runs the white line.
Look at this run the 20 has. They're side by side. They're going to get slow. What is he going to do with it? He's going to try to push the 3.
Still there.
This is where this car races differently. You see the hood flaps come up on Blaney's car. There was so little air with the 20 to the outside. The Xfinity car, the old style car, that 12 would have been loose couldn't be able to stay in the gas. The way this car races, you can run side by side.
Saw that a bunch yesterday. Lots of cars getting tailing. William Byron, the first on the most recent strategy and the alternate strategy. The most recent stop is on lap 168, and he continues his climb. That's for 5th.
Being chased by Reddick as well. Just 2 cars behind that DraftKings car, the 45 of the yellow spoiler. He'll attack Ty Gibbs, the monster car with black and green numbers right up against the fence.
All right, so we got number 54 up against the wall.
Yeah, he has been on the racetrack longer than anyone, Lee. About to be passed by Tyler Reddick here. They last pitted at lap 145 for Ty Gibbs. I just asked Chris Galestein what their strategy was in doing that, and he told me we can eliminate a stop from the race versus the rest of the field. As long as we don't fall outside of the top 20, our last stop should come at lap 220, and we should be able to make
Chastain, Busch, Truex Jr., Byron, Akbar, Reddick, Gibbs, Mullen, Hogan, and Busch.
Hold on. I love the idea. Everybody has one stop left. The 54 might have to pit a little early, but I think he'll draw most to pit road with him, because when he comes to pit road and puts new tires on, he's going to have great pace. The question is, can he run about 15, 18 more laps without falling too far back? I mean, it's hard to believe there's older tires on that car. It actually looks pretty good.
Yeah. 80 to go. Reddick at Bowman.
Reddick with a big lift right there. As a driver, that's not what you want to lift, right? You want to just stay in the throttle, get a little angry that a car pulls up in front of you like that. But Tyler Reddick is really understanding how important points are. No need to get into some kind of battle.
I love riding on board with Reddick running the wall. Just listen to how he works the throttle. That's a lot of hard throttle. Now what? Where do you go? Who do you push? Pushing the Chevy. Doesn't follow the 54. He's going to push Bowman by. I think he knows the 54 has a little bit less grip of the tires.
No stage points earned today for Reddick. What's happening with the 12? Parker, update us.
Well, potential issue for them, Lee. Byron came on the radio and asked, are all the wheels tight? Jonathan Hatzler came on and said, actually, the left rear wheel is questionable. They're now monitoring it. If it's getting worse, he's complaining about that. He also said, why didn't we just come back and tighten it? If it was questionable, remember, they stayed out to get those stage points in stage 2. They had to restart all the way back to the pack. It could have been a potential chance to actually fix it and not have this issue. Now he's just monitoring it as he goes along.
Well, with 77 laps to go, if he can ride it out for just 7 laps, even if he has to pit under green, he'll be inside his fuel window. It'll just be interesting to see if he gets caught by a yellow, but it looks like I thought he was coming to pit road, but he's running the bottom. He is. He's finally had enough with 7 to go. 76 to go now in the race. He can no longer ride it out. The 12 of Blaney on pit road.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by.
This does not put them in their fuel window as well, so it's kind of a disastrous situation for the 12. They're going to come down here and change all 4 tires to try and alleviate this loose wheel, but disastrous outcome here in stage 3 for the 12 team that had this loose wheel mistiming.
Got a battle for lead between Chastain and Busch.
He had to come back in for a wheel.
193 laps of the 267 completed.
And Blaney's going to lose a lap. You lose about 40 seconds on the racetrack, so he'll come back out kind of middle of the pack, a lap down. The battle for the lead is heating up, though.
Yeah, remember teammate Austin Cindric, Penske teammate, he had problems.
It has been an eventful day for the playoff 12. 9 of the 12 have had some kind of an issue here in Kansas today. Meanwhile, terrific scrap going on for the lead. Chastain versus Busch.
Elliott back for 14.
Childress Racing. Denny Hamlin, Carson Hocevar. That was for 6th.
Chastain doing a great job. Kyle Busch with good speed. Once William Byron got clear of everyone, I thought he would run them down, but he's kind of breaking even with them. Really hasn't been able to make any ground up.
73 laps to go here in Kansas, and Ross Chastain leads the way.
America, built by those who dare to dream, those who push the limits, and those...
Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. We are on lap 196 of the 267 scheduled for tonight's race. We have 71 laps to go. Your current leaders are Chastain, Busch, Truex Jr., Byron, and Alex Bowman are your top 5. Yeah, I actually was kind of dozing off. I mean, it's definitely a little different than running a baseball stream, man. If you just knew me, this weekend I wanted everything to go just right for these streams, and I've gotten barely any sleep. I've been up working on, team edits and getting everything set up real nice for you guys. Yeah. Super ship. Sauper. USS Super Ship. Appreciate the comment, though. Hey, be sure to vote in the chat there, friend. Get your vote. Who you think is going to win? Hey, thank you very much for that sub. I certainly appreciate it. I would give you a personal call out for subscribing, but those of you tonight that have subscribed must have your subscriber list private. When you have that set to private, then the plugin that we have isn't able to tell that you've subscribed. Otherwise, it would pop up, tell me that you did, and I can call you out and thank you by name. But regardless, I certainly appreciate it. Very much so. Soup, okay. Yeah, no problem, no. Get that updated real quick.
Side. And I think Chastain's going to use that momentum to drive back around the 8. Still pit stops to come, and with 66 to go, we're inside the window. If you pit right now,
I got Chastain, Busch, Truex Jr.,
that'll be the big question for all
Byron, and Bowman top 5, Hamlin, Reddick, Hockbar, Gibbs, and Buescher.
Tires, depending on the car, so
Buescher will round out the remaining top 10.
And get the pit road first.
If Kyle Busch gets another run the way he got on the exit to that last opportunity to pass, I think his strategy will be different. It will be to just overdrive the corner and just take that spot. Cannot give Ross Chastain the outside and just let him roll it around you like that.
Might have actually read it, but it didn't.
In front of Chastain is the wounded 2 of Austin Cindric. They're going to catch him down the backstretch. What are they going to do when they get to turn 3?
Well, Cindric's been running the middle of the racetrack. It's kind of very odd for a car with problems to be running right up against the wall or in the middle.
This may just balk Chastain enough for Busch to get a run, and he does.
Cedric does a nice job going down and pulling the 8 back with the side draft. There you go. Look, Chastain knew he was going to try to overdrive it and gassed it up himself.
Yeah, Chastain had forward momentum on him getting into turn 1, so it really wasn't an opportunity for Kyle to try to slide in front of him. It only works with positive momentum. But Kyle's definitely faster. If he could get by Chastain, he would drive away from him. While this has been happening, though, this race has slowed them down a couple tenths of a second. It's allowed Byron to catch them a little bit. The question is, who's going to pit first?
Well, I think they're fortunate that Byron, Bowman, Hamlin, Reddick are
Remember, if you're just joining us, guys and gals, please be sure to hit that thumbs up for us.
Yeah, he's got to take it now.
This is my first attempt at a NASCAR weekend of streams. I streamed the Cup Series Friday, the Xfinity Series yesterday, and now today the Cup.
How's this going to play out with 63 to go here in Kansas?
Kind of debating whether to continue doing the streams, so I'm really looking to see, you guys like what you're seeing, or you're thumbing it up. So if you'd like to see some more, if you want me to continue, be sure to hit that thumbs up for me and let me know.
So
maybe even come back after the
Chastain or Truex will be the first two to come to
leave a
pit road.
comment on the video
Byron,
once it
Bowman,
goes.
Hamlin, Reddick,
I'd love to hear your
this
comments.
points battle for
I'd
the
love to hear if
championship. I don't think they can risk going a lap down. We see now a little further back.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Ronaldo.
Right, he came out the radio and said, I cannot explain to you how loose
Thank you
I
for the
am.
sub, man. I appreciate that.
10 out of 10 loose, so they're making adjustments there for Joe Logano, one of the first leaders on pit road.
Yeah, I guess I got some work to do on my theme here. It should have popped up and did an automatic thing where it said that you could subscribe. Now that I know that's broken, I'll get that fixed before the next race.
You can't give somebody multiple laps. I look at Truex.
Well, thank you, Ronaldo. I appreciate you subbing.
To do something to give this 19 a win, and I think this is the moment. He's 2 seconds back. Nothing goes your way, it seems like, luck-wise, and maybe that's why he's gun-shy to pit. But if Truex comes to pit road,
he's going to force their hand.
You either stay out and give me track position, or come with me.
There's Martin running all by himself in third.
Yeah, if you want to continue seeing more, be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe.
He's
to the
about
channel.
1.4 behind Ross Chastain.
All right, so we got Busch. Busch now leading.
He's in the wind-down phase of his full-time career. He will come back, by the way, next February.
Lap 208.
The Daytona 500.
Or wait a minute, 206.
But mission number 1 here.
No,
now,
208. We just hit 209. 56 laps to go.
Victory, victory, victory.
Or wait a minute. I guess I got to get closer. 58 laps to go. I'll get it right. Sorry about that.
In third and about 70 laps to go.
So you got Busch, Chastain, Truex Jr., Byron, Bowman, Hamlin, Reddick, Akbar, and Buscher, and Elliott now in the top 10. Chase Elliott running 10th. Come on, Elliott. Let's dance for him, baby. Come on, baby.
Maybe a little bit sooner.
That's right. Do the Elliott strut.
They are inside the window here, so we'll see, as you mentioned earlier, Steve, does this drag everybody else to pit road?
Question now is, how much fuel load does everybody have on board? I know they can run a while, but how long will their pit stops be?
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All day long, it kind of accumulates, right? A gallon short, Kim.
And here's Chris Buescher. Remember, he was in that close finish in the spring, but today does not have the handling he needs in his car.
Yeah, I was dozing off. I really was.
Needs more grip. They took 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel.
Last 2 days, I've had about 5 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep.
Can Martin Truex Jr. get that first win in his final year of his career, coming down pit
Like
road?
I was saying, I was so super excited about streaming this weekend. I mean, I stream a lot, but just doing the NASCAR, it being new and everything to me, I was super excited and just kind of just couldn't sleep. Had to keep getting up, working on the theme to make sure everything was just right.
Kyle Busch, the leader on pit road here, trying to continue that streak, win for 20 straight seasons.
I certainly appreciate that sub, though. Thank you.
Pretty happy in clean air, Kim.
And Ross Chastain will pit from
All right, here we go. 56 laps to go.
He fired off tight that run, but got progressively looser.
We got Reddick now. Reddick running first. Bell, Keselowski, Wallace, Hillard, LaJoy, Larson,
felt
Larson in
tighter, but
7th,
much
it
better.
says.
Truex
Nah,
down the front
he's
stretch,
still the back
already
runner.
serviced the 8 of Kyle Busch on the apron in 1 and 2, trying to get the throttle down. So slippery, he has to get over to turn 2. Will he be able to stay in front of the hard-charging 19 of Truex? Truex off the banking. I think Truex will get Chastain, but not the 8. Let's see with the momentum carrying past Chastain. It should.
Martin goes the high side.
Yeah, Chastain on those new tires, though, he was able to smoke it down into turn 3. Keep Truex from passing him.
Look at the advantage that Busch got on that last stop, or what should be the last stop.
Still to this day, data, youth, all of those things. Kyle Busch is
Lap 213 completed of the 267. 454 laps to go. We have Reddick running first, Bell running second. Keselowski.
We have a little split in the strategy.
Keselowski.
But the race for the lead of cars that can make it on fuel is the 8 of Kyle Busch, the 1 of Chastain.
Keselowski, I'll call him. Running third, Wallace fourth. Dillard fifth, Dillon sixth.
Side by side with Ross Chastain. Just an awesome
We have all new
to put
top
himself
10. Just
well
about.
ahead of the 1 and the 19.
I'd say most of our top runners have pitted for the last
They're trying
time.
to run long right here. They're hoping they will get a yellow. They can then just pit once under green.
Marty, considering that Tyler Reddick at one point in time was 22nd and languishing, the day May.
Elliott now
May
dropping
just
to
turn around for the
19th.
45.
It certainly turned around here in stage 3. The car is handling much better. Tyler Reddick, Steve, just asked the exact question that you posed a moment ago to Billy Scott. When are we pitting? He said about 5 or 6 more laps. So what's the advantage of running long here, not only for Reddick, but also Christopher Bell sitting in second?
So even if they don't get a yellow before they pit, if they come in 5 more laps, we'll call it 10 laps, fresher tires for math, right? Well, then we get a yellow with 15 to go, 20 to go. Maybe they bring
Hey, welcome into the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit that thumbs up for us.
Different options.
And if you like what you see, like what you hear, be sure to subscribe to the channel.
Everyone you're racing,
Make sure you slap that notification bell so you don't miss any content that I release or I go live.
This is about racing laps.
Love to have some new outlaws join in on the phone. That's right, because this is the C Sports Network, the Plan HBS channel, home to your streaming outlaws.
You have to be exact with everything. Newer tires, they give you more grip. You can be way more aggressive on right against the wall. Tyler Reddick can't get any closer. And with these old tires, if it's about
Reddick, Bell, Keselowski, Wallace, Dillon, and Busch in top 6. Chastain now in 7th. Nemechek 8th. Truex Jr. 9th. And Rala is in your 10th position.
We've seen that all day long on the exit of 2 where drivers make contact.
A little similar to what happened with Austin Cindric and Kyle Busch, but nowhere near as extreme.
And this battle is heating up. Remember, 7th and 8th, or 6th, 7th, and 8th, respectively. Oh, is Chastain a big slide off the corner? But these were the first cars that can make it on fuel. Chastain had run Kyle Busch down and just gave up a whole second on the corner exit off turn 2. Now the 45 on pit road, Marty.
Yeah, here he comes finally. Said the car was
Come on,
much
Chase,
better,
where you
as we
at?
mentioned a moment ago. Throughout that
Chase
run,
is
but
in
migrated
16th.
a little bit loose towards the end of the run. He asked Billy Scott,
See if we
this
can
run
get at
be
least a
similar?
top
He said,
10
"I want to
finish."
make
Chase
it
is
a
in
little bit
14th.
shorter. 49 to go as he leaves pit road right here. The car handling much better. Meanwhile, Christopher Bell coming down pit road this time as well. He is going to come down right here.
Come on, NASCAR fans. Let's see, interact in the chat some more. Love to hear what got anything, you know, any suggestions, whatnot, please.
I don't think they're going to do
Feel
that.
free
Bell
to
said the
interact
car
in the
actually
chat.
handling better than it has all day long. He said, I'm only 2.5 numbers loose. Earlier, he was about 5 numbers loose. So we'll see what Bell does. And you see Kyle Busch flash by the end of pit road here, and he will take the lead once this all cycles out.
Yeah, Bell's going to have to do 4 tires just because they need so much Sunoco fuel. Just so far into a run, you're going to see dump this whole entire can. Needed all 12 gallons out of that first dump can. Let's take a look at this, Jeff.
Yeah, you talked about it. Chastain got really up the racetrack.
Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate
Nice
that.
save right there, just trying to get everything out of his car.
Man, I really appreciate that, bro. Thanks.
So that gave Kyle Busch a
That
little bit
speaks
of
volumes to
breathing
me,
room,
man.
and Kyle leads by just under 1 second.
Certainly
over
encourages
Ross
me to
Chastain,
continue.
trying to get that elusive win.
Love your phone, but not the cost of your current plan?
God bless you, man.
Straight time.
Right, they are in commercial, but we got Kyle Busch now in first, Chastain second, Truex Jr. in third, Byron in fourth, Bowman will be fifth. Those will be your top 5 runners. And we got Denny Hamlin, we got Ryan Bellany, Ty Gibbs, Buescher will be in ninth, and then it looks like Haley will be your top 10. Let's do some housekeeping here real quick. Hey, thank you so much for those two subscribes. I certainly appreciate that. And we are currently sitting at 24 likes, so definitely a decent turnout tonight for my 3rd NASCAR stream ever. I certainly appreciate the support and you guys liking what you have and the subscribes tonight. Really appreciate that. Let me get those updated real quick. All right, thank you so much. I have got that updated. All right, so we were 227 laps finished, 40 laps to go. We are still under green. We have Kyle Busch, Chastain, Truex Jr., William Bryson, and Alec Bowman, your top 5 leaders. Busch with a nice lead ahead of Chastain. Hey, how you doing, Mike? Welcome in, my friend. Appreciate you stopping in. Busch, Chris Chastain, Truex Jr., Brian, Byron. My apologies, Byron. And Bowman, top 5. Chase Elliott. Where do we have him at? Chase now running 10th. So we have Chase in the top 10. We got 36 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a tight race. We've seen some pretty significant cautions come out. William Byron. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim Fox. I appreciate that. Senior looking for Hamlin to win, huh? Yeah, he hasn't. I think they said Denny Hamlin, he's drove for a long time and he just still hasn't won a championship. Still hunting that. Oh, my cam messed up. Let me get that fixed here. There we go. Sorry about that. Ever since this last Elgato face cam update, it does nothing but crash. Ronaldo says he doesn't want to see old Bushy Bush win. Hey, thanks, Jim. I really appreciate that. I'm all new to this NASCAR. I haven't watched NASCAR. Oh, hey, thank you, Miss Lane. You were amazing. Thank you for that $10 gift. I appreciate that, ma'am. He says no bush, no bushy bush.
Briscoe at 26.
All right, here we are. 31 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're under caution.
Work himself up to the front, but I can tell
Chastain, Truex Jr.
Right here, Briscoe gives him the top.
Byron, Bowman, and Hamlin. There you go. Denny Hamlin now in 5th position.
I mean, Briscoe gave him 95% of the lane.
That was number 8.
And the 8 lost control. I mean, you see it gasses up. He's going to try to get to the outside of the 14 if there's room for a car there, which I think there is. It's by like a few inches.
Yeah, it's a few inches. And the problem was that Kyle Busch couldn't be patient in that situation because of the fact Chastain being right behind him.
That's Busch, isn't it? Number 8?
Top, and he's not. And the way Briscoe,
you don't got to worry about Bushy Bush winning.
I would have thought if I was Kyle Busch that Briscoe is going to give me the top.
All right, thank you, ma'am. You have a good night.
Boy. And this is where it comes down to what driver etiquette they believe, because the 14 does not slide.
You are awesome, Miss Lane.
There's never
certainly appreciate it.
And there is
Go Bravos.
to the outside of the 14, but Not enough room for a guy like me to drive a car in there. Now, Kyle Busch, maybe. You know, you're talking just a few inches to fit the 8 in. There's going to be disappointment on top of the pit box.
All the drivers talk about how aero-sensitive these cars are. As soon as the 8 gets on the outside,
you just saw it
like that.
Yeah.
He starts to lose control. And again, he couldn't just.
Looks like he's back into it though.
Because he was afraid with Chastain behind him, if he doesn't pull that pass off, Chastain's going to get a big run. And can you?
There's a boy Chase. Chase is still in 10th.
With Kyle Busch. I mean, all that's on the line for him.
Come on, let's do the Chase strut, baby. The Elliott strut.
The lead.
Just remind everyone, he's still inside the top 10. You know, he brought the yellow out, but kind of blended back in with the field. So pit road.
I'll tell you, man, for going Chase starting in the very back of the pack, he's running in 10th. We got 30 laps to go.
Where you want to end
Hopefully we can pull maybe a top 5 even if he plays it right.
Tire call, but let's see if crew chiefs want to gamble.
When Jeff said with everything on the line about Kyle Busch, what he was referring to was trying to end a 50-race winless streak that goes back to Worldwide Technology Raceway, Gateway last year. He's trying to win for
Doing
the
good,
20th
man.
season, at least one
Appreciate
win
you asking.
in a season for 20 years. That's what's on the line.
I mean, I got to wear some oxygen tonight. My oxygen stats are a little low, but other than that, I'm doing all right.
William Byron.
Really enjoying this NASCAR stuff, to be honest, guys. I mean, you guys have absolutely shown me that they can certainly, I mean, there might only be 25 likes, but I mean, just the interactions I've had with several of you guys liking what you see, and I mean, that's enough to make me continue going. So I'm definitely going to be doing the races next weekend as well.
I need to be a little bit better on the
everything works out. We'll be doing the NASCAR 2025 series all the way through, or the 25 season all the way through.
NASCAR Cup Series. James Smalley said, "Do you want any changes?" He said, "I want none." And how about that? The 19 team delivers on pit road. Lee, last week pit road took them out of the playoffs.
Oh, I see.
For Martin Truex Jr. today, the pit crew delivers and gets him the lead.
Truex said last week it was on me. It was my fault. Look at the 19 team. Fist pumps, high fives. They're proud of themselves.
Hope so.
And so they should be. Their man wins the race off pit road. For RCR and Kyle Busch, what looked like in many ways a winning day has gone away from them.
Yep. Busch spun out, so Bushy Busch ain't winning. Yep, Kyle Busch spun out. Remember, guys and gals, it's all long over, but from all the streams here out, we'll be holding our fingers up in the 3 position on lap 3 for every stream that we start out. In honor of Dale Jr. Or excuse me, Dale Sr. My apologies. Dale Sr. What a legend. Untimely loss. Such an early loss for such a legend. What the hell? Now that's a crazy commercial. Hey, welcome in everybody. I appreciate you stopping in. We are currently under caution. We have 28 laps to go. We got Keselowski running first, Truex Jr. second, Chastain third. Looks like Alec Bowman fourth, and William Byron will be running fifth, your top 5. "27 laps to go. We are under caution. It has been a barn burner today, guys. These guys are pushing this track. I'll tell you. This is like our 10th caution of the day. I don't have a caution tracker, so I'm just taking a guess that it's been 10. It's been at least 10. It might even be more. But, you know, they come to this track. They say it. You know, this track is...
These aerial images have just
it's deceptive.
Of Kansas SpeedWay. We want to say thanks
No,
to our friends at Triple Whiskey
it just... It looks like it's an easy track to drive, but it's so slippery on this track.
So many playoff races.
Keeping the tires underneath you is a task.
Each and every one of them has got a different story to tell, some more positive than others. There's been some great comebacks. There's been some problems. There's a great comeback. Chase Elliott driving his way through the field. Christopher Bell, he's led 122 laps, but he's in 14th place. And Kyle Larson, who had a good portion of the opening part of this race, not on the lead lap, he's in the top 20.
Elliott dropping to 14th.
Very interesting restart right here. Brad Keselowski, he last pitted on lap 220. He did.
All right, we got 26 laps to go. 241 completed of the 267.
Martin Truex Jr. is on the outside of him. Alex Bowman picked behind the 6.
When they hit the line this time, there'll be 26 laps to go. Can this be the day that Martin Truex Jr.
All right. Dick Carter's left.
Martin Truex Jr. get a win in his final full-time Cup season. Keselowski will bring them fit back to green.
Here we go. We are going green. Restarting. Let's go race, boys.
And watch that Ally Chevy. Alex
Here they come.
The inside of Keselowski. Keselowski shuts the door.
Oh, 4 wide. Wow.
A few have to check up. They're 4 wide. There's contact. They're scrambling. Reddick's in the middle, and he's going backwards. It's Martin Truex Jr. who leads them into 3.
Wow, you called it. Truex Jr. taking the lead, baby. You might get that, Soup. You might get what you said. Let's see if he can hold it now. We got Truex Jr., Chastain, Bowman, Bryson, and Busch. Those are your top 5. Busch and Blaney fighting it out for the 5th position.
Sitting center of track. Bowman and Byron, the Hendrick teammates, have had a really good day today, and Byron goes as a big crash.
Oh! Spun him out. Hokovar was spun out. Another caution.
The Spire Motorsports
24 laps to go.
Has had a good day up to that point. What happened to the rookie? Gilliland's on the high side. Briscoe's down below. Gets hit.
Oh yeah, he got bumped and pushed all around.
Trouble. He had to lift off the gas, and Gilliland just didn't get slowed down.
The 77 was kind of half wrecking, and then the 38 showed up on the scene, couldn't get slowed down, trying to, you know, in normal.
Wow, he got lucky.
Considerations, the 38
I mean, he spun. That could have been so much worse. So much worse it could have been. He did. I mean, he spun it. He spun it, but he brought it back out straight and was able to drive off. That could have been so much worse.
No chance.
A lot of drivers stayed out to get back in the lead lap, so that has put, we're going to have like
the whole field,
31 drivers on the lead lap. So think about that. If you're a guy that's racing in the playoffs, and something happens to you, there's 31 cars on the lead lap. You could easily leave here running 31st. You know, you could have a problem with 2 to go. So that can have a huge bearing on who can make the next round of the playoffs.
Definitely. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you coming in. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit that thumbs up for us. This is my first attempt. This is my first NASCAR weekend of streams. I did a Truck Series Friday, Xfinity Series yesterday, and now today the Cup Series. I'm going to look at how many views I got, and how many likes to make that decision whether I want to continue to stream NASCAR every weekend. So if you think it's something I should do, hey, hit that thumbs up. Let me know. Be sure to head on over to my community page and You know, let me know in there. Definitely leave a comment on the video.
Said Kansas is a place where we can go and have a good day because.
All right, so we got Truex Jr., Chastain, Bowman, Bryan, Byron, and Blaney. Top 5. Busch, Gibbs, Smith, Buscher, and Suarez. Will fill up the remainder of the top 10.
Today, so not in the playoffs, but the nerves still here, trying to get Martin one final one in his last year.
Yes, it has. It definitely has.
It's just
definitely has.
What's going on? The nerves are shot, so they're gone. So it just
yeah,
so far,
I know it.
You know, still a little bit to go.
Like I said, I've really enjoyed doing them. So
we'll see if we can finish it off.
I really think it's something I'm going to try out.
Struggled on restarts today. What's he struggling with?
It's just everything. You know what I mean? I think just more so.
MLB's winding down. All we have left is the playoffs.
So
you know, so there's we're real limited to how many games are left there.
We'll see how we go.
We got the NFL, and then you know we got some hockey that should be starting here pretty soon.
We'll see if there's nerves here on the 48 pitbox.
But what's more American than NASCAR and baseball, right?
Today, what's it going to take on this restarts here?
Yeah, we just got to get a little track position back. So a few of those guys flipping the stage kind of put us in a weird spot. We had to take the stage win and the points, and he did a heck of a job to get back through traffic. So I think if we can get through this first couple sets of corners and maybe get to second, we might have a shot, you know, to get whoever comes out of that corner with a lead. So yeah, I feel good about our car, our pace. Alex done a great job all day, so we just need to execute one restart here and get after it.
What's the policy between him and William Byron? We saw them race down to turn 3 pretty aggressively there.
Yeah,
all right, so we got 22 laps to go. We're still under caution.
You know, we race our teammates a step cleaner than anybody else, right? We certainly
245 laps of the 267
the whole
has been completed.
So we got to go, and I think
your top 5 are Truex Jr., Chastain, Bowman, Bryan, or Byron. I don't know why I keep saying Bryan. Byron and Blaney. Those are your top 5.
What is that competitiveness like across the 4 cars?
I'll tell you, for Kyle Busch spinning out like he did, he's back in 6th position already. How the hell do you get up there?
You want to be the best of the best, and you feel when you work in those walls that you're surrounded by the best. And I think Blake said it the best there. There's really not even any conversation. It's completely built around sharing information and helping with knowledge. But when it comes to execution and racing, there can only be one car in victory lane. That's never going to change. You can't take all 4 of them. You want to.
I like the Chicago Blackhawks.
What he said, Jeff.
Jared.
Cleaner than the next. I didn't say clean.
Elliott is.
And I think the fans
Chase is in 13th position.
If it doesn't block Byron, they should start scratching their head. Those are 2 playoff.
Top 10 finish would be pretty nice.
You see how this choose worked out. Martin Truex Jr.
I mean, he struggled in qualifying.
Alex Bowman, he went with Truex.
Jared, my hockey team is the Chicago Blackhawks.
And Kyle Busch, don't count him out.
There he is, right there. Came in on the same lap as everybody else, Jeff, as we saw.
I think if you're Chastain, you got to be very concerned.
All right, 21 laps to go.
The way this front stretch.
We should be getting close to going green.
There's just so much room to the drivers left if the 24 can get his restart timed right.
This is that incident we saw while he was battling, put Briscoe a lap down, and you can just.
Connor Bedard.
There, but barely a lane there. Just trying to
who's Connor? I'm not even sure who that is, bro. Like if it's NASCAR, I haven't watched NASCAR for 20 years. There's so many new youngsters, and I mean there's still the big family names, but are all the youngsters driving now? Like I must be just getting old.
When they see the green, it's 2 non-playoff drivers.
Here we go. We are racing away. Oh, we got 5 wide.
Here come the playoff guys. Hamlin with a big move, and they're 5 wide into turn 1.
5 wide into turn 1.
Great restart. Here comes William Byron. Look at that blue and white car. Oh, the Valvoline Chevy.
Oh, look at him go.
Blaney is back in the mix.
Chastain pulling out away from the pack.
Came out at a good time for him. Remember, he was playing catch up.
Byron in 2nd, Truex Jr. 3rd, Gibbs 4th, Bowman and Blaney fighting over 5th.
He's on the attack.
Then it rounds out Smith, Hamlin, Bell, and Buscher.
racetrack. Can he keep the momentum up? Bell to his outside. They're going to try to drag race. I believe Hamlin's going to want to sneak in behind him. He won't. He'll stick with the bottom.
Chase Elliott now in 12th.
Race drive by Christopher Bell.
Oh, the Blackhawks, okay.
22 laps today, but the end of both of the stages went away from
I don't really know I don't watch a lot of hockey, so
Christopher can make up for it here in the final 18.
but if I was gonna watch hockey, I'd want to watch the Blackhawks. I don't really know anybody's name
Ty Gibbs
or
has had a
whatnot.
good day in that 54.
He really has. There's a little bit of...
I don't watch a whole lot of. I mean, it's probably been 2 years since I watched a hockey game.
Chastain over Byron. Less than half a second.
Here we go. It's getting down to the nitty gritty. It's getting tight. 18 laps to go. We got Chastain in first. Byron in second. Truex Jr. third. Blaney fourth. And Gibbs running fifth.
Looked him back into this whole race. He probably had to pit for fuel as the pack. Two Joe Gibbs Toyotas chasing the 71 at Zane Smith. And how about Zane Smith? Awesome. Seventh for Spire Motorsports. We keep hearing that organization time and time again.
This is legit. Smith is there.
I've watched NASCAR just a couple times with my buddy Maverick from over at Maverick Sports. He's a big Chase Elliott fan, so.
And he's got the two Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas chasing.
Oh, here he is. He just joined me. Welcome in, Mav.
Yep.
He's a big Chase Elliott fan, so I just decided to go ahead and follow Chase, because he's my buddy's favorite guy.
Yep, and my stream just got over with.
Now he's got it.
And the stream just got over with, and the Braves lost 4-2. So Arizona won today, and the Mets are looking like they're winning in Milwaukee. So I'll be right back. I got a phone call. Be right back.
Yep.
Sure is. He won this race a year ago. Meanwhile, up front, Ross.
All right, here we go. We got 15 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Chastain still running first. Byron in second. Truex Jr. third. Blaney fourth, and Gibbs fifth. Chase Elliott running 12th. Come on, Elliott. Let's get a top 10 finish. That restart was insane. They were 5 wide in turn 1. That is crazy. 5 wide in turn 1. Welcome in, guys. Hey, get your thumbs in, guys. Get your thumbs up going. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, then you don't miss any content.
13 to go is still a long time.
I'm definitely going to give another shot at the weekend stream. So next weekend, Talladega, baby.
This man here would be on top.
I believe we got Talladega next weekend. We'll be streaming Truck Series on Friday, Xfinity on Saturday, and the Cup Series race on Sunday.
He's got a match in the pace, but he's going to have to find a little bit if he's going to try to run Chastain down.
You're going to want to make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with everything.
If he can catch him, he's going to make him try to pass him on the inside.
And if you're William Byron at plus 34, you want to win, but what are you willing to risk it for that last position, for the guaranteed advancement?
Talking of last position, that's where Chase Elliott started after that engine change yesterday. The 9 is up to position number 10. Round of applause for that driver.
Chase Elliott now enters the top 10. All right, come on, Elliott.
Kansas to work your way methodically through the field for a top 10.
We have 10 laps to go.
11 laps to go.
Nice work by the 9 drive.
2 bikes in MotoGP competition, 2 cars in NASCAR Cup Series competition. What Justin Marks and the executive team at Trackhouse Racing has created is unprecedented. No team owner has ever had an entry in MotoGP and NASCAR Cup Series. It's incredible what this organization has done, and they may just drive to victory lane today in the hands of Ross Chastain.
Yeah, we've done that in relatively short term as well. Justin Marks, he is an innovative thinker. He is not afraid to make gambles, not afraid to try things.
Well, that's why him and Ross Chastain are such a good fit, because Ross drives how he thinks it needs to be done. He doesn't follow the normal mode. Tenacious, hard to get around, a real tough driver behind the wheel, and he might need it in these last 8 laps, because I think that last set of corners, the 24 found a little something.
And Chastain lost a little something. Chastain 2/10 of a second slower than the lap before.
It's hovering at that half a second mark, might go to 7/10, comes back to 4/10 of a second. Has William Byron got something?
So William Byron's running just a little bit lower on corner entry. He's been forced to do that because Chastain's right against the wall.
Vice chairman, former driver of mine, Jeff Gordon, made the 24 famous. Won here at this racetrack. And the inaugural race came to Kansas, put the 24 in victory lane. William Byron trying to do the same. The interesting thing about this next-gen car, though, is when you get close enough, the draft down the straightaways is almost going to be a little advantage for the 24. I know you want clean air in the corner, but here he comes. 5, 6 car lengths. He'll have a little bit of a toe down the straightaway.
Here we go. Chastain still in first with a humongous lead.
Just a little bit. Again, just a little bit quicker.
Chastain, Byron, Truex Jr., Blaney, and Gibbs still running your top 5.
The rest of the corners.
We have 6 laps to go.
5.5 laps to go.
Man, has he got a lead.
4/10 of a second off Ross Chastain. Ross's teammate at Trackhouse, Daniel Suarez, is in the playoffs and featured in that unbelievable finish at Atlanta Motor Speedway, where the winning margin was 0.03 of a second. Maybe today it's Ross's
4/10 of a second.
One of those nail-biting finishes. He won the season finale last year at Phoenix.
Truex in third is going to be hoping or wishing he could redo that restart over again, Jeff.
Yeah, it did not work out the way he wanted it to. William Byron trying something different right there. He ran lower on entry, but then low on entry.
The race has five laps to go there, Clara.
He knows he's going to get there doing the same thing.
Sierra.
Let's see. Lap time says not as good.
5 laps to go.
But he has to do something. It wasn't as good, so he went back to run at the top on corner exit, and it was a little bit better.
Are your boys there at the track?
Just updating you on the back.
That'd be cool.
Drivers. Austin Cindric, 34th. Larson has plummeted to 26th. Reddick, 25th. You wouldn't have predicted that at the drop of the green earlier today. Chase Briscoe, 22nd. 3 laps to go from here in Kansas.
3 laps to go. Chase. You got Chastain, Byron, Truex Jr., Blaney, and Gibbs still your top 5 runner.
He does. Goes to the bottom of the racetrack, allows the 1 and the 24 to battle.
And they are all split. There is distance between each one of them.
He doesn't want to be a part of it.
He's really free. Force him to plug.
There you go. He's very free. Information from the pit box of the 24.
Yeah, the problem is he's too far away from him to be able to apply enough pressure. Chastain knows right now that he might give a little bit of pace up, but he can't give that much pace up. That was a big gain by William Byron on corner exit.
This corner has to be perfect. If the 24 can do that again, the white flag lap will decide it. He's done it. A lane lower, closing in on the 1. Look at that. It's down to 2.
Oh, look at there. Byron.
1 lap to go here in
1 lap left to go, baby.
It's 2 Chevrolet-powered cars from 2 different racing organizations at the front. 1 non-playoff driver, 1 playoff
Chastain seems he's going to hang on for the win, guys.
If William Byron stays where he is, he's still going to leave Kansas as the top-seeded driver as he takes a shot on the low line on Ross Chastain.
He's not going to get it.
And it's going to be win number 1 for season 2024 for car 1.
There you go, Chastain, your winner. Ross Chastain. So it went Ross Chastain, William Byron,
What a day.
Martin Truex Jr., Ryan Bellamy, and Ty Gibbs, your top 5.
Career win number 5 for Ross Chastain.
What a hard-fought win today.
That's how much it means. Look at him. He is.
Look at there, boys and girls. Chevrolet car power, baby.
Yeah, just a great race. This racetrack just does not disappoint.
How'd our boy Chase do?
So much fun.
Chase took 9th.
See his teammate pulling up next to him. Finished 13th. That was a win for
Top 10
Suarez.
finish. We'll take
He
it.
did not run that well today, but found a way to get a 13th.
Hey, we're going to see a watermelon get smashed.
Here it comes.
This guy's bringing a watermelon to the party.
For Ross Chastain, the watermelon man. His family has watermelon farms down in Florida. A poor truck driver has to bring it out in a hurry.
Great race.
Says it can't leave
Great race, everybody.
the hauler until the win is official, and I like that. I won't say I'm superstitious, but I'm superstitious enough to agree with that. No celebratory.
I think that worked the way he wanted it to.
Yeah.
That would have been challenging to do that on that much banking.
I love the reaction because it reflects how much a win in Cup Series
Awesome
competition
race.
means. Ross Chastain's not in the playoffs. He can't be a champion.
There you have it.
But that win just meant the
Ross
world.
Chastain is your
So difficult.
It's your Hollywood
The
400
racetrack to beat the playoff guys.
winning
They
driver.
are bringing everything they've got.
Gosh, what a great race.
And when you're able to win a race,
And best of all, what a great stream, you guys coming and hanging out.
feels so good because you know how difficult it is.
Hey, I appreciate that. Thanks, Soup. Yeah, you're very welcome, my friend. Hey, hope to see you next Sunday or next weekend.
Most of it.
I'll be doing a stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Truck Series Friday, Xfinity Series Saturday, and Cup Series Sunday, baby. Hope to see you guys. Thank you, everybody, for all the subs, all the likes, and most importantly, just coming and hanging out with me, guys. That was great. I really appreciate it. You definitely got my confidence up and wanting to continue doing more of these NASCAR streams. So definitely, I'm going to give it another shot come next weekend.
Found the logo in the infield. He was going through, I think, all his partners. Advent Health, Kubota.
He's doing donuts in the grass on top of the logos.
Come on, Ross, the watermelon's waiting.
Yeah, I seen Gabe. Mav stopped in and told me that they lost.
The 7th generation watermelon.
Oh man, the Braves lost. But I couldn't. But my Bears won. That's right.
In the only way that he loves to.
And Chase Elliott took top 9th in the top 10. So that was good news.
After the sprint,
Well, thank you, Gabe.
driver all the way from the garage area to the front stretch here at Kansas Speedway. Ross Chastain, the winner here in Kansas.
There you have it, Ross Chastain, your Kansas winner.
Didn't make the playoffs, but they showed up in the playoffs. Last year, they won the championship race at Phoenix, not part of the playoffs, but they kick off the round of 12 for the playoff drivers as a non-playoff participant, but get it to victory lane. What is it about this race team and the propensity to be able to win these big playoff races, Ross?
What do you mean? What's the big deal? We won. No, it's a huge deal, Marty. I am going to take down my consumption just a little bit, but for us on this one team, it's what Cup racing's all about. It's what Justin Marks bought into Trackhouse with Pitbull bought into NASCAR with Trackhouse to do stuff like this, to disrupt. And
the Eagles lost, huh?
Times this year where we
That's
couldn't have
good
disrupted
news.
the minute outside of Darlington.
Actually, that's my kid. That's my son's
race.
favorite team.
It's hard. It's really tough. So, you know, to come and do this, say there's time.
Yeah, I think the Braves will still get it, even though they lost. I think they'll finish it up.
All day, but our Kubota Chevy, gosh, it was better as the
both the Mets and the Diamondbacks were
quite the bill piling up at Kubota. So this is
their magic number was 2, and the Braves' magic number is 1. So I'm sure, because there's still playoff implications, I'm sure the doubleheader is going to go through tomorrow. So all we need is one game of that doubleheader, I believe, and we should have.
About it, Nashville last year. We haven't left. We haven't went away. Nobody's slowed us down other than ourselves. And today we were the fastest car.
He talked about being a playoff disruptor. He was certainly that today. Lee, Ross Chastain wins here at the Kansas Speedway.
Congrats. Huge effort, great drive, and great celebration. A day that saw 10 cautions.
All right, so there you go, guys. There you have it. What a great race. What a fabulous race that was. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you everybody for stopping in. Hey, you know, I really enjoyed doing this. Got any comments, any suggestions, anything you'd like to see, or something I wasn't doing that you think I should or shouldn't do, or anything, be sure to leave a comment after the stream's over, and you can go comment on the video. Come on back and leave me a comment. Let me know. I'm really interested to hear what you have to say. You know, because like I said, this was my first attempt at a NASCAR weekend, and I'm testing the waters to see, do I continue going and doing the remainder of the 24 season, and then hitting the full 25 season next season. So,
all right, I'm back.
Definitely let me know. Hey, welcome back.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that. That was a phone call. A good friend of mine that I worked in the rock quarry business called me to see how I was doing. Asked me if I started work yet. I was like, no. He goes, oh man, he's got a lot of pull in the company, so he's gonna try to help me out as well. Because I told him I've been out of work. So we'll see what happens.
Yep. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There was your winner. Ross Chastain was the Cup Series winner. So with that, next weekend, let's look. I believe we go to Talladega. I have to look it up though. Let's check out the schedule. September. It will be October 6th. Yes. We'll be at the Talladega Speedway, guys and gals. Now, October 4th, we'll be at the Talladega Speedway for the Love's RV Stop 225 for the Truck Series, guys. That race will begin at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Oh, wait a minute. No. Yes. Yes. 4:30 p.m. Eastern. So that means I'm Central, and I go live 20 minutes early. So we'll be hitting the stream will go live at 3:10 Central, 4:10 Eastern. That's October 4th for the Love's RV Stop 225. That is your Craftsman Truck Series. We then have Do I really have to come up here and click that every time?
Looks like it.
Then October 5th, we'll have the United Rentals 250. And that will start at 4 p.m. Eastern. So I will be going live at 2:40 Central. 2:40 Central, 3:40 Eastern. October 5th, Saturday, October 5th, for the United Rentals 250. That is your Xfinity car race. And then our Cup Series for next weekend will be the Yellowwood 500. October 6th, Sunday, October 6th, the Yellowwood 500. That starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, so 12:40 Central, I will be live. 12:40 Central, 1:40 Eastern. That's October 6th. That's the Yellowwood 500. I hope everybody comes and joins back and checks it out. And just maybe we can get some more activity going in the chat. Hey, I appreciate that, Jim. Thank you, my friend. Talladega Action Track. Yep. All right, so guys, it's a Sunday evening. It's 5:35 in the afternoon. I'm gonna let you get out of here. I want to say thank you, everybody. I really appreciate the support. Thank you for all the subs, all the likes, and most importantly, thank you for just coming and hanging out, interacting in the chat. You know, that made my day. So thank you very much. I'm KGB for the C Sports Network, Pan HBS channel, with my buddy Mav from Maverick Sports. And I will see you guys on the next one. You guys have a great day. Peace out.